Greetings, adventurers. This is Have Dice Will Save, the Pathfinder 2nd Edition adventure, where my friends mostly come out at night. Mostly.
Oh my god.
Okay.
Don't out us now, Dave. Gosh.
We're doing our Halloween episode this week. So I think we'll just dive right in and move on from everything that's happening right now.
Oh my god.
Oh my
So
god.
everybody, take a deep breath. Because here we go.
Yeah, right.
Okay. God. So, last time on Have Dice Will Save, our adventurers settled in to the city of Marshall's Stand. They met up with I guess kind of settled into working with the fair, tended the Garden of the Slain on the pinnacle, met with the High Guard, captain of all Creed's Guard, Bastion of the Flame, and didn't die.
Yeah.
Surprisingly.
And helped a local innkeep with a rat problem in the form of hundreds and hundreds of rats.
Too many rats.
So
Not enough
many
rats.
rats.
Scree and the kobolds think they are delicious.
Yes.
Yes.
And got 149 gold from a kobold horde. So, you guys are going to have some time at the beginning of this session to do whatever you want. So what do you want to do? Yes?
Somewhere.
Wow, that's almost like it
Oh,
was
no.
your job to have before now.
It's probably over there. Where was earlier.
Can you be more specific?
I don't know. I
Underneath
had it
the
right
box.
here.
Maybe.
Alright, I'll find it later.
Underneath the box, maybe.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's under the box.
Nailed
Here we
it.
go.
Found it.
Like someone moved my sheet. I don't
Cool.
know where it is.
Professional streamers, everybody.
Yep.
Yay.
So,
I've come to the realization that I can't drink water.
yes, that's straws. We should have gotten straws.
Same though. Same.
I'm guessing there might be slightly less costuming in the second half. Anyway. So, what would you all like to do with the next week or so of your time?
Well, first, I think I used some alchemist fires.
I think I might be very mad about that.
It was good use for fires. We needed them.
I didn't tell you you could use my alchemist potions.
It was in bag. Is communal.
No, that was my money. You were never touching them ever again.
I will buy you replacement alchemist fire.
But
Okay.
did we agree
We
that
do need.
communal storage meant able to be used without permission? Because
It's
I don't
when-
remember
when-
that part
when-
of the
yeah.
conversation.
We
Yeah,
were
when did we
fighting.
say that?
We needed fires.
I was
that
making
is use of
fire.
alchemist fires. That
No.
is why it's you use for. Is point of alchemist fire
Just
to
buy me
light
more.
things on fire.
Buy me more and don't use them. I have plans for that, okay? Very important plans.
It will buy you replacement alchemist fire.
Good. Let's go.
Nobody's gonna ask about Scree's plans
Nope.
for explosive fire
I
stuff.
don't want to know as long as it's far away from me and the
Genuinely
circus.
feel if
Very
I do
close
not
by.
know plan, I cannot be accomplice.
I guess.
I'm not sure how well that'll hold up in court, but
You've
fine.
got enough society. That is not true.
I'd like to run through my scene with the monk.
Yes.
The monk.
The monk.
So,
That was terrible form, cousin.
Oh my god.
so yes, at during that entire day, essentially, you were training with the master monk, who you had talked to at the end of 2 episodes ago.
Yes.
You learn that his name is Master Milos. What would you like to do?
Teach me your ways, O Master Milos.
Beautiful.
I am, thank you.
Well, your
Shake your head.
Sorry.
The ADHD is strong today.
it's gonna be a day, people.
Is it every day a day with us?
Your training at the monastery, I'm sure, was comprehensive,
Yes.
but there are certain techniques that perhaps I can teach you.
Really?
Yes, advanced techniques.
Tried to stifle a smile because that sounds awesome.
Roll a will save
Oh,
to
God.
stifle your smile.
Oh, God.
Deception.
Or a deception check, whichever you would like.
I would fail.
I'm definitely not super interested in what I'm about to learn.
See.
Victory.
21.
No, don't move for the rest of the session.
You manage to keep the straight face. Perhaps we should begin with the manipulation of life forces within an opponent's body. To hinder their abilities to fight.
Punch you right in the life.
Punch you in the chakras, motherfucker.
I was not aware such a thing was possible.
Oh, yes. Let me demonstrate.
Okay.
And then he murdered you.
Roll a new character.
Oh, God.
I can play the stump. The stump is still somewhere.
39, 36 to hit?
Yeah, that hits.
Okay.
Oh, God.
Fortunately, he's not trying to do damage to you.
Oh, God.
Thank God for that.
I know.
I'm just imagining the scene in Doctor Strange where he just like punches a ghost out of his body.
It's a little more like what was? It's a little more like 5-point palm exploding heart technique than
Your
that.
heart explodes, but you're okay. It was non-lethal damage.
No, his hand lashes out almost faster than your eye can track, and nails you first in the side of the neck, and then just below the clavicle, and then on the solar plexus in 3 quick jabs with just the tips of his fingers.
Oh, like a Kung Fu Panda?
Yes.
Okay. I understand this.
And there isn't
I am
really any
paralyzed
pain,
now.
but suddenly there's a distinct numbness that spreads through your body, and you find that you are paralyzed for about 6 seconds.
I have to try. Can I roll another will save to keep a straight face?
Yes.
To continue to keep a
Fortunately,
straight face?
your face is paralyzed.
I mean, yes.
Yes.
That paralysis ends, though.
No. That's a 13.
Nope.
Nope. So I'm just gonna stand there, just kind of stunned for a second. Am I? How did you do that?
In a way very similar to how we can manipulate our own life forces. We can manipulate those inside opponents with careful application of strikes to pressure points. You can slow the body, dull the mind.
Are the effects of this temporary?
Oh, yes.
They're simply Okay.
Yes, at least for this level of the technique. There are further techniques which cause somewhat more permanent damage.
How often are they used?
It depends on your level of training, but with reasonable frequency. It also depends on how often you get into fights.
Master, may I be frank?
Yes.
Though I may not be learning about the more permanent techniques, I feel that they may be against my beliefs. I find it difficult to take any sort of self-determination away from another.
Well, this would be more killing than... That is, I suppose, a form of determination.
Yes, I would agree.
But it's no more or less than if you were to, for instance, kill them by way of tiger stance.
It makes sense. Thank you, Master.
Yes. But in any case, I don't believe your capabilities are quite that advanced yet. So for the moment, we will stick with the more precursing techniques.
Okay.
Precursory techniques.
So, Dave, can I ask you a question?
Yes.
I want to try to see if there's a way I can roll to like, I don't know, any sort of expertise so I can start trying to figure out what he did and ask appropriate questions.
Yeah. What was the lore that you got for your background? Was that what?
That was warfare.
Warfare? Yeah, you can roll warfare lore
Okay.
or religion if you would like.
16.
You may have heard mention of techniques similar to this in the past.
Okay.
You've seen some of the masters at the monastery do some pretty crazy things. Though you probably have not seen any of them perform quite this maneuver. But the principles of ki are sound in this case. The ability to sort of shut down someone else's like flow of energy in order to stun them.
But is there like a way that he was standing, or did he just do this from like standing straight? Like,
Right.
did he okay.
His basic maneuver was similar to a flurry of blows.
Okay.
His actual strikes were more or less the same. You could tell he was pulling the hits in order to just make the contact that was necessary without doing damage.
Okay.
But the fundamental principles can be applied with fists.
Okay. Okay. And aside from like the two fingers, was there anything like that I noticed that he was doing?
The
I probably
points
should've rolled
that they hit
perception for
were
this.
very very specific.
Okay. So, would I need to focus on this in combat, or would I need simply to continue with my meditations each day?
It is not any more strenuous to apply in combat than any other technique we use. It does not require the application of ki the way a ki blast or some such would.
Okay.
Or a ki strike, perhaps. Although you can use them in concert with each other. This simply enhances your ability to make quick strikes in succession and render an opponent immobile.
And are there specific areas? I noticed that that while they are connected with certain chakras, they are not exactly where the chakras are.
It is about disrupting those points, not
I see.
necessarily about hitting on them.
Okay. Are there specific points that will disrupt certain chakras, or are
Yes.
they? Okay. So if I had hit you in a spot that was maybe an inch to the right.
It would be much less effective.
Okay.
And we will make sure that you have the necessary precision.
Okay.
But that will take a bit of time. And at the end of that, I think perhaps there is something else you can learn as well.
Such as?
Another technique I think you will find interesting.
Master, is there a way for me to communicate outside of these walls?
In
Such
terms
as
of...
sending a letter?
Oh, yes, absolutely. Would you like me to summon a messenger?
Yes, please.
Of course.
I wanted to send a letter to my
That's
buddies.
good, because I told them he sent a letter.
Okay. Oh my gosh.
I forgot
It
that. I
all
was like, oh
comes
yeah, you
full
guys got a
circle.
message. She's totally training with that mug.
Yes.
Perfect.
Aw, yeah.
Works out.
It's all coming together.
Yay.
Plot hole satisfied.
Plot hole plugged with plot hole plug.
Yes.
Well, so he summons a messenger, and you get to send your message that you're training with him. And then you can spend the rest of the week essentially learning to retrain Crush and Grab into Stunning Fist.
Okay.
And then at the end of the week, he will teach you Flying Kick.
Yeah.
Ooh, yeah.
Over the course of the week, you may notice that he seems to have people come and speak with him periodically.
Mhm.
He always seems to take them aside to speak with them rather than disrupting your concentration on your training. But
Be important.
he appears to be of some importance.
I mean, the plus 36 was a bit of a giveaway.
Yeah.
He also appears to have
Yeah.
rolled really well and be quite high leveled. I was not expecting quite that kind of a display.
Okay.
You don't get those kind of bonuses by sitting on a couch.
Nope.
Nope.
Okay.
He's got master's robes for a reason.
Are there any?
So.
Oh.
No,
I
go
was
ahead.
gonna ask, are there any? I know I'm gonna be training a lot during the entire week. Is there any time for me to look around the?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
It's not, 18 hours a day or anything,
Okay.
but probably 8 or 10 hours a day.
Okay.
But yeah, you'll have a chance to go back to the fair and talk with your friends and
Not just that. I
Go
want to
around
look
the city,
place.
yeah.
She's like, I don't care about my friends.
I get to talk to them all the time.
I already sent them a letter. They're fine.
They're
Fine.
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 Everything's fine. But yeah.
So,
So,
alchemy.
yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
So, when we're walking back,
Mhm.
Scree sending me death glares. We passed by a bizarrely smoking shop, I think
Yes.
you said?
Yes, a couple of times. First time the bizarre smoke was a greenish tint, and now it is a bluish tint. Little hints of purple occasionally puff up in the mix.
This looks like alchemist shop.
It helps that it also says alchemy on the front.
Yes, Ivan.
What
it
could
does.
possibly have
Well,
given you
looks
that idea?
open.
Ivan?
Wait, I thought you couldn't read.
Selective reading.
Hi.
Hey,
Um,
I've seen the word. I've seen the word before. I know what it is.
Yes.
so I will walk into the shop.
Okay. As you step inside, it's a small shop, sort of cramped between two larger buildings. And as you step inside, immediately the sense of like strange chemicals hit you. It's probably 5 or 8 degrees warmer than anywhere else you've been. And occasionally there's little like drifts of that bluish smoke that come out of a back room. Along either side of the walls are shelves with glass vials from ceiling to floor. Only interspersed with small boxes that have what look like hastily scrawled labels of what they have inside. And no one appears to be behind the desk at the moment.
I do not see shopkeep.
We don't need a shopkeep. Let's look around. I'm looking around.
Okay,
Oh, reception room?
sure. Are you looking for something in particular, or
No, just looking.
okay? Yeah, I
Some
mean you can make
fire
a
of
perception roll.
alchemist.
I'm going to look for
Persuasion.
alchemist fires.
Sure.
22.
27.
Okay. Do
Is this right after the sewer?
yes.
Okay, then I would come into the shop with
Okay.
him.
Cool.
Yeah.
Does anyone speak Authandi? Cool. You can read the labels.
Nice.
You guys see a bunch of glass vials full of various colored liquids.
Cannot read
Some of them full of
anything.
various colored
It's in
gases.
Authandi.
Why is it not handy?
Maybe the shopkeep is Authandi
It's
and
not-
doesn't like people. I don't know.
Makes
How-
sense.
Tell me what you want to read.
Where is alchemist fire?
Alchemist Fire is. Do I have to roll anything to
No.
find it? All right.
It's actually
there.
alphabetized.
Nice.
It's alphabetized, so A to Z. Alchemist Fire's there.
Well, the Authandi word for alchemist fire is not A, but that's okay.
Oh, sorry.
That's fine. You find it
Details,
quickly enough.
details.
Okay.
Nice, yeah. So I want 3 of them to replace the 2 that you broke.
This is not how that works.
Yes, it is. It's for my time wasted, okay?
You get 2. You get 2 alchemist fire to replace 2 alchemist fire. Rest are communal.
Well, they're arguing I'm gonna look
I-
around for a shopkeep.
Sure. There definitely appears to be the odd bluish smoke wafting out of the back room.
Going to go to the edge of the back room and try to knock on the door.
Okay. It takes 2 or 3 seconds, but a head pokes out from further in the room, seeming to almost carry another billow of the bluish smoke with this weird scent of... It's kind of like if you took freshly mown grass and then burned it.
Oh dear.
And it makes your head swim a little bit in that kind of concentration. But you manage to keep your wits well enough to see a fairly tall, human-looking man with the distinctly dark skin of the Authandi. His hair is short, but has the sort of golden brown hue, and he has stark silver eyes. You have society
Yeah.
trained, right? Roll society real quick.
The one thing our party has at the wazoo is society.
Yes.
And that is 22.
In spite of the fact that almost all Athandi have very dark skin and consequently very dark hair and eyes, Athandi nobles are known to very commonly have golden brown hair and silver eyes. It is a quirk of the Athandi noble bloodlines, which you can make other rolls to figure out why that might be, or not.
What would I roll?
History
There is no.
or
Articler.
yeah, we could do bardic lore
Articler.
because it would be a kind of a specific, like, I guess religion would also work.
21.
It is said, though they deny it, that most Athandi noble families have some degree of celestial blood.
Okay.
They deny it because that is uncouth. But 1,000 years, 1,700 years ago, it was not uncouth. It was seen as quite a good thing. And of course, being a bunch of noble families, they have a tendency to consolidate bloodlines. And so it perpetuates the dominant trait of silver eyes and light brown hair.
I could have used heraldry lore for that.
You are there too, aren't you? You were
Yes.
Okay.
I mean, we already made the check,
Yeah.
but it's just like,
Oh, you'll get heraldry lore. Don't worry.
So, we need to buy some things.
Yeah. But what do you need?
We need alchemist fire.
Okay. Do you need me to make it, or is there some out there?
There's some out here. We just
Oh,
don't
good.
pay.
I couldn't remember. Okay, well,
You might want to crack a window.
I don't have windows.
Why?
It's expensive.
So are resurrection spells.
Oh, I'm not going to die. That would be terrible. And he steps out from behind the sort of cloud of smoke. And you see that he is actually remarkably well dressed, although the edges of his hair seem to be singed, and there is some smudges on his face. His clothes are more or less pristine.
How have you
And
not passed out yet?
a lot of training. And now you can make heraldry lore because he does have what looks like a family crest on a pendant.
Yeah. Ooh, real good too.
I'm a very good alchemist.
25.
I don't doubt that, but those fumes are
So beneficial
to what?
things. It's a good experiment. Would you like some?
No.
Okay.
Yes.
Duh.
He is wearing the crest of House von Wundras, which is an Athandi noble house, made up predominantly of wizards, as are many Athandi noble houses. But House von Wundras is known specifically for being prodigious wizards.
Okay. Very magic-y types. You're from the House of Wundras. What
Yeah,
brings you so far south?
alchemy.
Is there reasons you couldn't do alchemy back in Northlandi?
Yeah, but why do you want to know?
I'm just curious. I
Fair.
recognize the crest.
Yeah, well, my family, they are very into the arcane magic. They are not as much into the alchemy.
Are they into windows?
But they can afford windows, can't they? They have all the money. Anyway, you wanted alchemist. Oh, you found them. Yes, you told me.
Yes.
Do you have health potions?
Yeah, of course I have health potions.
Duh, probably need get some of those too.
Okay. Would
Can
you
I
like?
Can I see any on those shelves?
Oh yeah.
There.
Would you like the little baby health potions or some bigger health potions?
Probably better one.
Okay. I have to look up the prices on health potions off the top of my head, but you may check the prices for health potions.
Yes.
He is selling them at the applicable price.
I think.
Um,
Do you have in the alchemist fire make bigger fire?
Oh yeah, how big you need?
Very big.
Okay.
The biggest.
Well, there is the normal little sort of poof of fire.
Okay, now I'm
Bigger.
gonna ask why.
Why what?
Nothing. Don't worry about it. She's crazy. So the bigger, the better.
Okay, well, there is the sort of medium level of geyser of fire.
see, by not
Okay.
asking the first time, we only enable.
And then there is what I like to call the pyroclasm.
Oh, that.
That is expensive, though. It's very hard to make.
Can you teach me to make it?
Maybe it would take a while.
Okay. Deal.
Okay.
Are you sure you want to go into that room?
It
Like
smells
not.
great. Let's go. Smells like burnt grass. It's
Okay.
beautiful.
Well, I suppose I could use lab assistance. I don't.
Yes, I will be your best lab
Um,
assistant.
I'm gonna look around. Does he
God.
have anything like that anything other than potions? Like, little bandoliers that could carry like supplies and potions and stuff on them or
Doesn't look like
things like
it.
that.
He seems to be pretty strictly
Doesn't-
the product
Okay.
and not
No-
necessarily
nothing
the
tangentially
things.
related.
Yeah.
Okay.
You could probably get a bandolier from the general store.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just was looking to see if they had them.
Are you just trying to have like a bandolier of like grenade potions? Just like
I was thinking of bandolier of medical supplies. We don't need to have the kit out all the time. So yeah, I will just be like, I'll just walk up and be like, I think for a moment I just need to get these things, and I'm going to buy, 3 normal alchemist fires, one medium alchemist fire,
Okay.
as well as I think 2 health potions.
Okay. Check the prices on those. I believe a medium alchemist fire is 10 gold. Normal ones I think are 4. Normal health potions I'm almost certain are 4 gold.
So, since I'm your lab assistant now, is there an assistant discount?
That depends on how good you are at assisting.
Okay.
So we will see.
Okay.
Yeah.
Employee discount, guys.
Lesser healing potions or 12?
No, the
the
minor healing.
minor.
Oh,
potions.
gotcha. I'm
Yeah.
dumb.
I might have a minor.
you have them.
But yes.
I don't think it says like.
So
Oh,
you-
3 gold.
3 gold for a minor.
3 for a minor. Okay. So you have the option of, I guess, either setting up to learn the alchemist feat, or retraining something into the alchemist feat.
Right. So I was reading, and I need to be trained in crafting first.
Sure.
So I have to take a week to retrain.
Retrain to crafting
to
and
crafting,
then
and then I'll do that.
take the alchemist as your crafting skill feat. Okay,
Yeah.
that's fine.
So I will get rid of nature. Yeah.
I don't think you have the option because I believe that is one of your
Oh, no.
bloodline skills.
Also,
I'll figure it
nature
out
would probably
then.
be very useful for alchemy.
Yes.
Nah.
Yes.
Survival? I don't know yet.
I believe nature and survival are your 2
Shit.
bloodline skills. Because you're an
What
elemental.
about society?
I don't have society. It's
Oh.
not trained.
Oh, okay.
Performance. I'll get rid of occultism.
Okay.
Yeah.
You can always take it back later.
Yeah.
No, it is important.
We have
Must
enough
know the
You
occultism.
guys
occultism.
have it.
Yeah, we
have
have
enough
occultism,
Yes, there
can
are
take
several
my
people
side.
trained in occultism.
Yeah.
and I've taken feats specifically for it.
Yeah.
Oh.
What?
Thank you.
Ah, right here. Took me a minute till I noticed which one had all of the O's within a pencil.
Okay. So,
Creepy music.
Oh no.
that wasn't the intention. That's just what's playing on the playlist.
Okay.
So that's that aside. Is there anything else anyone needs to get done in the intervening week of downtime you have?
I need to pick up a sword.
Okay.
Contemplating whether I should retrain Nocturne first.
Yeah, you can do that. That would probably be best done with your grandmother.
I'm trying to decide whether Nock would be useful enough to hang on to or whether Soundburst would be
I can't give you that answer.
I want to go sightseeing.
I mean, it's
Okay.
Actually, only gonna buy one health potion, and it's gonna be a minor.
Sure. This is one of the 4 gold ones?
I also, you know what? I also think I want to stock up on maybe a couple of rations.
Sure.
Replenish the adventurers kit.
It never hurts.
Nope.
Never
Definitely
hurts
not
to
a
do
bad
that.
idea.
I'll
We're
buy
here for a
another
while.
lesser. Minor.
Okay.
One each.
It's our first shopping episode, guys.
Yay!
Shopping.
Shopping.
So I am
Fine.
the next day also going to head over to the main so we realized that I'm actually not going to be using the dwarven axe. I'm going to
Yeah.
be using the bastard sword. So you took the rune off the axe. I'm going to head to
Okay.
that place with the 3 axes we had.
Yes.
Oh gosh.
And
So many.
At least one of them was donated to.
Yes, one of them was
Church.
donated to the marshal.
yes, one was donated to the marshal. So the 2 axes.
Yes.
And
So there was
go
a
to
total
the
of, no, there was a total of 3. One had the rune,
I took the rune off of it.
so you have 1
Yeah.
axe left over.
and I'm going to go to the with him when he goes to pick up the thing to get my sword back.
Sure.
You can also
And-
get a bandolier there.
Yes. And attempt to sell him the 2 axes.
Sure.
And I am going to buy for myself a greatsword and a bandolier.
Okay. That's easily doable.
So
We're good.
we're
Nice.
gonna-
I'm sorry.
I don't know why,
I don't
but
know
my
how
brain
much
always
is a
hears that line as
bandolier?
the chimneys. I don't
Cheap.
know why. I know that's not correct.
No.
but-
I mean, honestly,
Great,
like
though.
a couple silver.
Probably like 10, 12.
But yeah, I will buy a greatsword as well.
Big
Sure.
sword.
Dwarven Ware axes, selling both of them will give you 3 gold.
How much would rations cost me?
Some. I think they're like 3 silver or something. If that. If that.
And the greatsword costs 2, so
I will have to double check on the price of rations.
They're
Yeah,
very-
greatsword costs 2, so you net a gold.
Well, that would let me.
Ooh.
You
For
have
touch
touch attack?
spells from range. I don't know if I have any touch spells. No, I don't really have any touch spells.
1 week of rations is 4 silver.
For silver?
Yes, for 1 week.
hooray.
And they are sold by the week.
Can I go back to that inn that we helped with the rat problem?
Sure.
Okay. Is the barkeep guy around there?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna go up to him and I'm gonna give him 5 gold. Be like, here's for, food that you lost from the rats. I hope your business goes back to doing well.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
That's very nice.
Yes, it is.
Do you like pickles?
Yeah. I'll take some pickles.
Bring me the juice.
Well, here you go then.
Thanks.
I am also going to buy a longsword from him.
How many swords do you need?
So many.
All of them.
Literally all of them.
Yes.
Are
Sure.
you gonna put them in your bandolier too?
No, that's what they're
And a
supposed to
dagger, because they don't have one. Just a knife.
Sure.
Not like a, for using for knife things.
How can you not be carrying at least 3 daggers on your person at all times?
Okay, Emmeline.
You just pick up Emily and like any given side of her probably has an edge. Like,
Okay.
I will retrain Knock into spectral
Just use
hands
the sharpest.
so that I can make gut touch spells without having to worry about being within touch range if
sure.
I need to.
Sharpest sword.
No.
Who knew it was so literal? So, you guys all are doing those various things for the next few days. And some of you are working at the fair. Some of you are obviously busy learning to be alchemists.
Woo.
Or, better monks.
You have the alchemist fires listed on your sheet.
One of
I did, but then I erased it when you said I'm not smart.
the options for downtime activities was trying to make contacts.
Sure.
I would like to. I'm trying to decide if I want to make more contacts in the upper area or maybe over in the Creed's Guard.
Sure.
I'm leaning towards Creed's Guard. So I'm probably going to spend some time trying to interact with various Creed's Guard members, just trying to get a feel for the town. And
Okay. Did it list which check that is? I'm assuming it would be like persuasion.
it didn't say because I was in the one section that just had the small blurb.
Oh, okay.
We can work rolls out later.
Sure. But yeah, well, that's a longer term thing, so we'll figure out at the end.
Okay.
How
Maybe in
that's-
the break.
how that will play out. Yeah, maybe in the break. You're just working the fair.
Able to retrain one more.
Yeah, we'll allow it in this case.
Shield for full touch.
Sure.
Takes none of them. Way to make touch attacks. And then just work in the fair.
Yeah.
Other than training spells with Tessie's grandmother, just work in the fair.
And then you are spending some of your time tending the garden.
Yeah, and I will also spend a lot of time just at the temple, conversing with other clerics and talking. And
Okay.
getting
How much of your time are you spending actually like making money and doing useful things as opposed to, I should say,
Wow.
doing
Ouch.
profitable things as
Um,
opposed to doing
Probably
things that are required by your religious code.
Probably, I will work for a few hours every evening.
It's like a third of your time or so.
Yeah.
Okay.
I spend I'll generally like spend most of the day kind of doing cleric things and talking with the marshal and just then I'll go and I'll work for a few hours, and after the fair's kind of died down a bit, I'll go and just kind of like, drink and stuff with people.
Sure.
Good booze, nice cigars, that kind of stuff. Got money now.
So, the two of you that are earning income, if you would please roll your related skills. Are you both expert in those skills? I don't think, Ivan, you're not expert in crafting, are you?
Not in crafting, no.
Okay. Or were you using crafting to earn your income?
No, I would just be working for the fair.
Okay, that could be
Society?
Intimidation.
warfare lore.
Warfare lore?
I like warfare lore for that actually. Intimidation also
That
has
was
it.
a
no.
natural one.
Oh, either way, that's not great. So
start a
you
bar
earn
fight?
2 silver.
I-
Oh, you still make
Okay.
money?
At least you still make money.
That's much better. That's a 20.
Okay, that succeeds at least. I think.
Actually, if I'm working at the temple, would I
Yeah.
be able to use my skill in medicine to patch up fighters in the Creed's
Temple's not
Guard?
paying you.
But could I actually use my skill in medicine to like patch up Creed's Guard, work as that kind of stuff? Since I'm
Probably not.
use that to make some money.
They've got medics.
Medic!
And also they don't pay those
okay.
medics particularly. Like a lot of that sort of stuff is done by initiates who they don't have to pay.
Ouch.
Okay.
Exploitation of the
Yes.
church.
Yes.
Yes.
This is
Oh no! Initiate Creed's guards.
Oh,
like
okay.
exploitation of the.
Is there
the
anything I
people
can,
that
is there
they're
anything I can
hiding.
do with this? Since I'm probably better at medicine
Heal
than
everyone,
all of
maggot.
I not really. I mean,
Okay.
they're just there. There isn't. I mean, you could go and try to like start an ad hoc clinic or something, but that would
Nah.
probably be difficult to do while also serving at the temple.
You can start
Okay.
a business. There's an option
Yes.
for that, but it takes time.
Yeah, I'm not gonna start a business. I'm just.
Okay, so but for that you actually earn 14 silver, so 1 gold, 4 silver
Okay.
over the course
Buy
of
hero point.
the week.
Use the Bramble point for it.
Oh my god.
Actually, I did have a question
Yeah.
about that. When channeling, usually like hero points are kind of outside of game,
Yes.
so they don't really have any impact on the characters themselves. In this case, you are burning. You're using a brand. You're using something that impacts
Yes.
the actual character. How does that? Does it feel like you're about to mess up and then you like channel something or?
Yes. It is almost luck related. Like you get a sense of impending doom, and then you can burn the thorn to avert that doom.
Okay, cool.
It's like a spidey sense.
Yes.
Spider sense.
Spider
Spider sense.
To be honest, it was initially only going to be usable when you guys were dying, but then I decided, screw it, we'll let it be usable for the other hero point stuff too.
Yeah.
So
I
I had
appreciate that.
a better version of explaining that before I changed it. So what do you have for performance?
I rolled 25, and I am an expert in that.
Okay. So you get math. 48 silver, so that's
Jeez.
4 gold, 8 silver.
Making the money.
Money, 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 money.
And that is both over sort of like performing to build up hype for the fair at night and actually performing at the fair at night. So, at the end of this week, and you guys know well ahead of time that at the end of the week is both the fair's last night in Marshall's Stand, and it is the Feast of Masks, which is the holiday holy to that which walks in silence. And already a day or two ahead of time, you start seeing costumes showing up on the streets. Most of them are fairly simple affairs, and are clearly meant for
Shut up.
clearly meant for fun rather than reverence.
It's okay. Yours is clearly meant for fun rather than.
Yes, yes. Much fun.
But
Whatever. Just because you have a captain outfit doesn't mean you can do that to me.
With a hat.
but what are all of you planning to do for the Day of Masks?
I probably don't know about this.
You would learn by hanging around the fair.
Okay.
It is clearly a big deal there.
Okay. Well, I will just take a random bed sheet from somebody and cut holes
Okay.
in it.
Sure.
I'm a spirit.
Wow.
Haunt you. Haunt you forever.
Thought you already did that.
Yes.
That's harsh. That's-
Tessie is going to make a bat costume like mine, only cooler.
okay.
Hers is going to be a glittery black bodysuit with wings under the arms and hood with ears, but
Okay.
more form-fitting and
Right.
Showy.
flowy and
But same general principle.
yes.
Okay.
Whereas mine is a hoodie and it's snuggly and comfy.
Would I dress up?
Can. There's no one saying you have to.
I think it's been that kind of week for me.
Okay.
It's been that kind of week for Amelie where she's just kind of branching out a little bit more. Like, you know what? I'm gonna do some stuff this week. It'll be cool. It'll be interesting. I'm also gonna grab a sheet. No.
No, you should. You should.
Cheat buddies.
Inspiration. I mean, it might be a last minute, like you get back from training, being like, oh shit, like I forgot that we needed this for tomorrow.
We can be twins. You can't tell, but I'm smiling really big.
One extremely large, one extremely small. It's
Yeah.
a mommy and baby
Oh,
ghost.
It's a family spirit ghost thing. We can do
Okay.
it. Yes.
I'm going to do this. You're gonna talk me into using the sheet.
Okay.
I'm gonna get her like the ugliest looking sheet. You make it pretty. It's beautiful. You're good. I'll cut like really weird eyes into it.
For reference, Amelie, you are in fact capable of going and getting your own sheet if you want.
No,
I'm going to get my own sheet.
no, I made this for you.
And I will
It's like-
cherish it always.
Oh,
It's like half as tall as it needs to be.
for you.
Keep in mind, these are halflings mostly. Their sheets are not that big.
No.
So it's like a third as tall as it needs to be.
Ghost hand
It really just
puppet.
goes over my head and shoulders.
Yes. You look so great though. Don't change it.
I feel like I am wearing a sack.
I mean, essentially. Aren't we all?
Anyway,
At the end, we are all wearing sacks. We are all wearing sacks in public. I'm sorry.
the two of you.
Wait, can I say one more thing?
Yes.
Does Eleanor Rigby keep a sack in the jar by the door?
God
Why
damn
are
it.
you like this?
Ivan,
That's the best because it was awesome and it was there.
Ivan is going to take buy some cheap, very gaudy clothes and some fabric, just kind of tie around this thing like a cape, and like a gaudy hat and stuff, and then take a bunch of Scree's shiny rocks and just kind of put them around his fingers as rings and tie them on things and go as a noble.
I'm gonna cast the light cantrip on his ring.
Classy.
Place one of them. Shiny.
Emmeline is wearing a similar mask to mine and gloves. She also has a flowing red dress instead of a red t-shirt.
Good call. Good call.
Cousin, you look so nice.
Thank you. It's Day of Masks and all.
I have never seen you wear a dress.
Thinks about it for a second. Well, actually, she did wear fancy clothes after the spa day.
But did you wear a dress?
I don't know. I didn't determine what fancy clothes are. Probably.
Either way, you look very nice.
Thank you. I like your feet.
Scree and I are ghosts.
Oh, I'm gonna
Sparks
do
pokes his
ghost
head up
sound.
under your shoulder, like "Meh."
Yes.
Just sparks the little tiny sheet.
Scree,
Yes.
Sparks.
can I borrow tiny rocks, little shiny rocks? I give them back.
Yes. But you better give them back.
Spasiba, I will give them back.
Okay.
Kind of looks at your get up and just like, classy.
Walks off. I am noble.
No, you're not.
So scary.
See, I have shiny jewelry like Noble does.
Those are pond rocks. I don't know what you're.
It's shiny.
I guess.
Use prestidigitation to make them more shiny.
Sure.
What, that dirt? No.
I feel so honored to be in the presence of such a noble man.
It is
Encourage him.
Yes, honor is indeed all yours. I am fancy noble. Much prestigious, da.
No.
Why?
I find your bat costume very scary. Good.
Thank you. So I think that the hood's gonna come down over her eyes, and then she'll have a little bat snout.
That sounds
Bottom of her
adorable.
It does sound adorable.
It is
It
very
sounds
cute.
very adorable, especially because you're a halfling and you're shorter than I am.
Oh, that's why it's adorable. But she's short.
It's part of the reason why, but the snout. The snout is what makes it. Bat snouts are cute.
They are.
See?
It's true.
Bat
Science
snouts are
dictates.
cute.
Bat snouts are cute.
His gloves
They
are
are.
slidey.
They're very slimy. Are you okay?
It's driving me insane.
Yeah.
You're
tell me
allowed to
about
take
it.
them off, Paul.
Yes.
I know, but I also kind of enjoy it.
This is our stream in one sentence. You're allowed to take them off. I know, but I also kind of enjoy it.
So we can't take the brands off. We can't take them off, Dave. They're burned into our flesh. That's the other reason.
Just
for the
like the
gloves.
gloves now are. I mean, what? No, we're fine. They're normal.
No, it's fine.
Oh,
Normal.
We're good.
Totally
Totally
normal.
fine.
Totally
We'll
normal.
see the brands now.
So-
They're burned into-
You all have your costumes set
Yes.
going into the Feast of Masks. Your training is much shorter on the day of the Feast of Masks, in part because it's a feast day and it would be seen as
Rude to not
rude.
show up.
Yeah, it would be seen as generally sacrilegious,
Okay.
even though it's not, the Marshal's Day or whatever. It's still a holiday. But at the end of your training for the day, the master pauses for a moment. You've done very well learning these techniques. I think I have something that will assist you in applying these. You seem to see more actual combat than most monks your age. So I think you will have more use for these than I will. And he pulls the hand wraps off of his hands. So I will trade you.
He gives you his hands. Sorry.
Paul.
Can I roll another will save?
Okay.
I need to roll a will save to not geek out because a master above my master is giving me his hand wraps. Oh my gosh. This is so cool. Like one of the best weeks of my life, guys. I feel so
I
validated.
think Amelie failed to save.
I got a nat 20.
You may use that however you wish. Natural 20 means you have perfect control of the outcome, whether that is to not geek out or to not to geek out.
Geek out harder.
It's the best geek out.
That is
That
my,
was so cute.
that is my geek out. But I'm like, thank you, master.
Yes, of course. Use them well. And he hands you his hand wraps.
I can show these to my students.
He'll take yours though. 'cause he still needs them.
He still needs wraps.
Yes.
I'll
Still needs magic fists.
It's important.
it still needs magic.
But now your fists are +1 striking fists.
Yay.
Which means whenever you roll damage, you roll an extra damage die.
Oh, jeez.
So your tiger stances are now 2d8s Your normal ones are 2d6s.
Unarmed is 2d6?
Yep. And your tiger stance is 2d8.
And they're still
Wait,
plus
wait,
one.
Tiger Stance or Tiger Slash?
The tiger slash, yeah.
Okay.
Any unarmed attack you make rolls an extra damage die. So whatever it would be without them, it's now 2 of them.
Did we say which rune the sword was?
It's
just
potency, which is +1 to hit.
Okay.
It's Scree's Sigil. The rune is Scree's Sigil.
No,
Yes.
it's,
Yes.
it's very specific rune magic.
I'm
but-
going to put my sigil on top of it.
You can. I mean, I
I
guess.
mean, that involves getting near the rapier.
Ah.
This is not a good idea.
I thought you meant the hand wrap.
The
Also, questionably good idea.
it's less a bad idea because it's Amelie.
Right.
Put one like over my fist, like just over my knuckles.
Yes.
Gave her knuckle tattoos.
Yep.
You have to enchant them so that you can like brand people with.
Oh God.
You have been marked.
Imagine if I was using a key strike. And I use that to brand people with a sigil.
This sounds like
If
evil
there-
actions.
If there isn't a feat for that, there
Sounds
should
great.
be. So, you now know how to make alchemy potions. I believe you
God.
get 4 common level 1 alchemy recipes for taking the feat.
Cool.
I will have to double check.
Oh, you took the dedication feat?
No, the skill feat for crafting.
So instead of lie to me, would I take that instead?
Or you could retrain a previous one into it.
Okay.
My water bottle.
Oh my god. Oh.
Wait, did I do it? Oh. wait,
No,
did I
it
do
was me.
Ah, yes, it wasn't my fault.
Ruined everything.
Everything is ruined forever.
Like right behind me today.
Yeah, it's
We did.
We did it.
But by midday, you all are released from whatever other activities you were doing for the Feast of Masks. Is anyone not gathering back at the fair site?
No, I'll gather back at the fair site.
Okay. Was that a nope I am gathering at the fair site or a nope
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
not?
yeah, yeah.
Okay. It was technically
Nope.
hard to tell for sure.
I would have been paying more attention otherwise.
Oh, that's fine.
Yeah, no, I'm going back to the first site.
By the time you all get back, there is some setup going on for that night's performance, but there's also a great deal of cooking and preparation going on in the private section of the fairground, I suppose. The sense of halfling cooking permeate the air for most of the area. And by the time you guys get back to the caravans, there's already food being finished and set out.
I'm so excited. It's Feast of Masks.
It's my first one.
Priorities. Everyone has priorities.
Gosh, everyone's gonna have costumes. We're gonna have a big show. Oh, it's gonna be so much fun.
Do we get to scare people?
Sometimes.
I'm gonna roll crafting to see how good my costume is.
Sure.
It is 10 good.
That's not great, but then again, it kind of wasn't meant to be.
So long as it gets the point across.
But it's a 10.
It gets a point across. Whether that's the point you were intending or not is questionable.
Definitely received loud and clear. I got it.
So noble.
So, as the sun crosses past the middle of the sky and starts moving toward the horizon, and everyone finishes getting ready for what will be the opening of the fair for its last evening in a few hours. Everyone is first gathered into the caravan, where Tessie's grandmother is kind of for the first time out in the open. Previously, she's always been in the caravans. But she is wearing an ornately beaded robe and carrying a holy symbol, specifically the holy symbol of the Walker, which is sort of a stylized cloak that billows out at the bottom so that it almost creates sort of a triangular half moon kind of shape.
Is that similar to the symbol that I keep seeing on all the notes that I given?
No.
That's a
Though,
different symbol.
though geometrically there are some similarities.
Okay, but it's not something that's like, oh, those are suspiciously similar.
No.
Yeah.
Although you have seen that symbol here in the fair with Tessie's father.
Yeah, I have seen
So,
it before.
yeah.
I didn't even know that was his father.
Oh,
I didn't
yeah.
learn that.
Oh, over the course of the week, you would have figured out that that's
okay.
Tessie's father, who is also kind of the ringleader of the fair.
Interesting. Questions for later.
Yes. Oh, everyone's here. Good. Did everyone have a good morning?
Yes.
Uh-huh.
Excellent. Well, I suppose we should get to the feasting part then. Well,
Did you have a good morning?
I had a lovely morning, thank you. It's going to be more difficult later. What is the
May
nature
I
of the
ask
day?
why?
Oh, it just will. Don't worry, you'll see.
She
It's
just
more fun
knows
when there's
things.
surprises.
I generally find
May
it
I
to
be
be
of
less
assistance?
fun when there's
Oh, you will.
surprises.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Well, I'm going to go put armor on and get sword.
Oh, you won't need that yet. You'll know.
By time I know usually is no longer time
We'll-
enough to put armor and sword
We'll tell
on.
you. It'll
Okay.
all eating first. It'll all be obvious later.
I will
Ivan,
protect you, dwarf friend.
I want some of my potions, please.
Doubles the number of daggers. I had one hidden
you'll
dagger
be
before.
ready.
Now I have two.
My hand wraps are already on.
Don't worry, Emily. I looks like we'll not be wearing costume as long as I thought.
Oh,
Don't lose my rocks.
Godspeed, friends.
Do not lose them.
The rocks will be safe. I
Put them
protect
back.
rocks.
Grease rock collection was a great idea for a costume.
Oh,
Ouch.
yeah.
Well
my
then.
rocks.
Let us all eat.
There.
Yes.
And remember, today is about telling each other the little truths and the big secrets. What?
Nothing. I'm just gonna glare at Emmeline.
Yeah, just like kind of shifts uncomfortably.
So, masks on, everybody. And she pulls out a mask, which has a sort of a stylized bear kind of look to it, and sets it on her face, and then starts to eat.
Oh god, I'm starting to think of a Twilight Zone.
God.
I mean,
And everybody else puts on masks of various kinds.
ta-da.
So are we putting our masks on over our sheets or under our sheets?
Wait, do we have masks, or is
Sheets-
the
sheets.
the mask?
They,
Okay.
they don't
Counts.
appear to be dismayed by the notion that sheets are used as masks.
Okay.
Okay.
It counts.
It counts.
counts.
It's over my face. It's
Yes.
fine. I will eat under the sheet.
Yeah,
You know, as many sweets as possible.
sure.
Oh, my.
Yeah, Ivan
No,
will,
you're doing it wrong.
Ivan
There-
will
yeah.
just dig in.
The food is exceptional, even for this group of halflings. It's clear that this is a big day for them, and they have pulled out all of the stops for the food.
Yeah.
And there's jovial conversation throughout the meal. Voices of the different fair members calling back and forth. Bonnie moves up and down the table frequently, rotating dishes from one place to another so that everybody gets some of everything. Checking with everyone to make sure everything is going well.
Festival food.
And there is a wide variety of baked goods.
You should have just brought the bag of holding with you.
Ivan. Please allow for sweet collection now. Sweet
I
and
will.
rocks.
Sweet Sam.
But you didn't make a bag for this at Woonross's?
Oh!
He does not have the ability to make bags of holding.
Dang!
But does he have the ability to make bags of biscuit?
I will go back to my tent, probably a little closer to the end. Ivan will kind of like head back to the tent, put on his armor and sword, and
Sure.
get out of costume. Except still have like a mask on or something.
Sure.
But having its armor and sword on, and he'll bring the bag of holding.
Okay.
And he will put Screed's rock collection back in the bag.
Good. Good. And then give me 2 alchemy fire potions, yes.
They're in bag for when we need.
But I might not be next to you when we need. Give.
He hands her the 2 alchemist fire potions.
Why do you know what? Not asking.
Have you ever seen a dragon drop fire? It's great.
No.
All right.
I
Maybe
really
one
need a
day.
review.
Soon.
So
Seems hedonistic.
I just don't even.
Plans.
you don't even what, Cassie?
Why do you need alchemist fire now?
Just in case.
Okay, that's fair.
Yes.
You never know.
Might be another swarm of rats.
Mm,
I doubt it'll be the rats.
Watch be Skaven.
Yes.
Why can't we ever have nice holidays?
that's
Because
fair.
you're
Bug-
here.
Bugbears.
You brought your bad luck with you.
Bugbears
But
in
we
the
still love
inn.
you. Bugbears.
Oh, that's right. I have their teeth.
Wait, is that why she's wearing a bear mask?
Noted.
No.
Oh,
Okay.
Bugbears bear actually very little resemblance to
Okay.
bears.
Wait, will there be actual bears?
Who are you asking?
I don't know.
That I can't answer the question.
I mean, it's a circus. There's probably at least one bear.
There actually aren't. There's really a distinct lack of trained animals in this fair.
Oh.
Because they're not barbarians.
excuse me.
There are barbarians.
There are
There
barbarians.
are barbarians.
They are, in fact, barbarians.
The weightlifting twins. They're barbarians.
Nice couple.
Yeah.
Nice couple.
But
You missed the episode. They're not actually twins.
yes,
Okay.
there's a pair of half-orc weightlifters that look.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
Aw. So
They're,
disappointed.
well, they're,
You were
but they're
true.
at,
That shows how much of
probably
last week's episode I
at
watched.
the feast.
Yeah, they're there. You get to meet them.
They're
like,
here.
so
They're at the
cool.
table.
It's a male and female half-orc weightlifters. They're referred often to as the twins, even though they are obviously not actually related.
No one in the circus actually truly thinks they're
Right, but they're
twins.
billed as twins because it's
There's
Marketing.
two of them.
Yeah.
Because they're the only 2 half orcs there.
and it's flashy, and it works.
Marketing.
Marketing. But by the time you get back to the table, the bulk of the performers have started to move back toward the fair proper to do the last bits of preparation because soon the performances will begin. And no doubt a flood of people from around the stand will come for the last night of the Starstride Fair. Always known to be the best night of the Starstride Fair. Because, of course, the Starstrides do love their Feast of Masks.
There for the dramatic.
Yes. And also very into the Walker. But
This fancy dress.
She's in. Look who's talking. I'm just like.
anyway. The grandmother looks over when you return and says, "Oh, good. You guessed the right time."
Ah, good.
Are you sure you're not a seer?
No, just cautious.
Oh, okay. Well, good work.
Do any of us overhear this?
Oh yeah, she's not being
Okay.
quiet about it.
So I'm gonna start looking around now.
Yeah, perception.
This group doesn't have great
Anyone else
history
who
with
has
holiday
armor may want to go
celebrations.
put on now.
Those thorn things came right in the middle of the Day of Eyes celebration.
Oh, well, no, nothing's gonna come for you. You're gonna go for it.
Oh, good.
Don't worry.
Much better.
Oh,
Are we gonna kill
Gonna
some
keep
things?
eating.
No, that would be terrible.
Oh, okay.
You're going to fight something that's already dead.
Oh.
Oh, well,
I
Those
I
again.
guess you should know the story.
yes.
that'd be
So
helpful.
we always come here on the Day of Eyes. It's always the last day of our performances. And well, in the past, Tessie, your father and I have taken care of this problem that crops up on the Day of on the Feast of Masks every year. But well, I'm not getting any younger. And your father, well, he's not exactly a spring halfling either. So, since you brought this lovely group of friends, we thought that it was time for you to take up that duty.
What exactly?
Oh,
are
right,
we
I had to
doing?
tell a story, sorry.
Mm-hmm.
They don't know.
So, there's, outside of the North Gate, there's a burial mound. It's, mile and a half or so. And it's the last remaining burial mound in this whole region from the Dragon Rebellion. Well, after the Dragon Rebellion. You see, in those days, there were still Aasimar in this area. The children of the Celestials. And, well, that didn't go so well. There was a lot of killing them and then putting them in burial mounds. And so, at this one, there's a bit of a haunt. It pops up every year on this day. And so we put them back. Because it would be terrible to let them just roam around. Unsettled and such. So we give them another year of peace.
And then they come back the following year.
It's the nature of the haunt. They come back on the day they died.
Hmm.
Okay, well. Sounds like good cap to celebration. Go kill that thing.
That does not sound like a good cap to a
It
celebration.
sounds like fun time. It will be good fight.
Is there a way to put them to rest for good?
There might be, but we don't know what it is.
Okay.
You have to, with ghosts, you have to get them to get over whatever it is that's keeping them haunting. And, well, horrible violent deaths can take quite a long time to get over.
A little harder with these.
Particularly horrible violent deaths that involve gods and things.
Okay.
I imagine there won't be much talking.
You can talk to them if you want. They probably won't do much talking back. A lot of
Maybe-
screeching.
I see.
Very screechy.
3.
Maybe since we're dressed like ghosts, they'll talk to us.
I doubt.
Do you speak Celestial?
I can try.
Oh, well, that's good.
I can.
It's good to try.
Yeah. I'll try.
Oh man, no, I wish I. Oh well. Too late.
It's a dead language
Yep,
for the most
Too
part.
late and no
Still
point.
got a missing language.
Take that, Celestial.
Yeah.
Might do it next time.
She
One
had taken
day,
that.
don't take
linguistics
comprehend
sheet.
language on my sheet.
Oh, come on. You've been praying nothing but gentle repose for the last week. It's not the one day.
Well, I suppose you best get going then. Oh, I suppose you'll need a blessing first. Yes, that's a good idea.
That's a great
Would be
idea.
Helpful.
Halflings have
Of what?
their own language,
Yeah.
right? Okay, I wanted to make sure because for some reason I couldn't remember.
They do.
So she starts speaking in Halfling. And she's reciting a traditional prayer for the blessing of the walker. And it goes on for a minute and a half or so. And you all feel the stirring of magical energy. The sort of movement in the air that can't be explained. And at the end, it sort of settles as a sort of almost heavy feeling of like a cloak over you. Well, that should do
Them
it.
buffs.
Yes. For those who are wondering, you all now have one charge of it doesn't really have a name. The Eyes of the Walker, I suppose. And that means that one member of the party may bring themselves back to 1 hit point rather than dying
Oh, good.
once for the group. So,
Well,
and that lasts until the sunrise.
Nice. So now we're gonna go murder a bunch of ghosts.
Part of
Moon
physical
draws.
activity.
I'm second guessing my purchases.
Hey, he's open.
I'd want to get something for the sword. Don't know what's good against a ghost.
Do you have religion trained?
I do not have religion.
Okay.
I'm just gonna
Knowledge
ask him.
cults
I have
and
religion
occultism.
trained.
Would those who have religion trained like to roll religion to understand the basic properties of most ghosts?
A 14.
that's a lot. It's 21.
Okay. In general, ghosts are resistant to most damage. Outside of the damage that is specifically designed to hurt ghosts.
What damage is specifically designed to hurt ghosts?
None that you can do.
Damn.
Are
Positive
the-
energy specifically is damaging to
Are
ghosts.
the +1 weapons doesn't make our weapons magical, does it?
It does.
It does. Okay.
They are still resistant to them, but they are even more resistant to non-magical
Yeah.
damage that isn't made specifically for damaging ghosts.
Hmm.
So, assuming that they follow the normal rules of ghosts, they would be resistant to most of your damage, but really resistant to most non-magical damage.
Okay.
Which that's already a big assumption.
So,
Assuming that they're following the normal rules of ghosts.
not even my key strikes would help?
Your key strikes are magical,
Okay.
so they will bypass a large portion of the resistance.
We should
Okay.
be able to do damage with our weapons because of the magic runes.
Okay.
It will be difficult. Might be good idea for me to use my powers to hurt ghosts instead of heal us.
I have some healing now.
I can use normal medicine to heal bodily damage, but I will probably want to use magic to hurt ghosts. Will be most effective tool we.
Fair.
Mask's falling off.
Alright, I'm gonna grab here, including the Wand of Soothe,
Sure.
before we leave.
I'm gonna go back to the alchemy shop,
Uh-huh.
and I'm just gonna kind of go up to him and be like, "Hey, do you have any positive energy potions?
Like,
Anything that can hurt ghosts?
that would be like holy water?
Do you know if it does damage to ghosts, though?
I don't. I have never thrown holy water at ghosts.
Do you have any holy water?
No.
Shit.
Would need to go to a church for that.
Ah,
Do we have time to run up to the temple?
The temple, the monastery.
Or do we have to leave now?
What time does? Did she say what time it comes out, or?
Did you
Yeah,
not?
what time does the fun begin?
Yes.
Oh, a few hours.
Oh, yeah.
To get out the north gate, you kind of gotta swing back near the pinnacle anyway, so you could probably get past there.
okay. I will come back and tell
Probably
them.
can get.
Yeah.
Then that's what we'll probably have to do.
Can I buy a couple glass jars from you?
You actually can make your key strike positive damage. So you can have your key strike specifically bypass resistance.
Nice.
The extra damage from the key strike. Your normal punch would still deal your normal slashing
Okay.
damage. But... Sorry, go ahead.
Can I buy some glass vials? Just
Yeah,
like empty.
that would be fine.
Okay. Assistant discount?
But how many you need?
How much per vial?
Do you
Or
need
less.
like big vials, little vials,
Enough to make like a big poof
or
of
bomb-sized vials?
Yes.
Okay.
bomb sized.
That would be, I don't know, 2 silver.
Okay, one second. Right.
Wait.
So if I do,
No, wait, never mind. Because one gold is 10 silver, right?
yeah,
Oh, then yeah.
Yeah.
You can buy a bunch then.
I'll take 10.
Okay. So he'll
Okay.
hand you over 10 vials.
Cool.
Most of them are bomb-sized and shaped. There's a couple that are like not quite the right shape, but you feel like he probably just grabbed some extra ones because he was like, "Oh, that's a lot of random glass vials to get rid of." So,
Okay. Cool.
but they're all of the right volume. Some of them are slightly less bomb-shaped than the others, but I'd
Okay.
have to kind of flip them. Big old test tubey kind of shapes.
I will give them to Ivan.
I'll put them in the bag of holding.
Okay.
You should put them
To
in your
the summit.
bandolier.
Add 10 vials, 10 glass vials of nothing to the bag of holding.
10 glass vials of air.
Yes, oxygen.
Valuable.
Perfect.
Extremely valuable.
That will add half a round to your survival underwater. Yes.
We can put holy water in these, right?
That would probably work.
Okay.
You have They have stoppers in them.
Yes.
Yeah.
Ooh, the
To the summit.
temple.
To the summit.
So you guys ascend
So,
up to the
go
pinnacle.
to the pinnacle.
You've gotten a decent rapport with the local clergy, or at least the sort of lower ranks of the local clergy.
Mhm.
You find out very quickly, actually, that the High Theurge that you met on your first day here is not actually in charge of the Garden of the Slain. He just happened to be there, and wherever he is in charge. There is actually a person whose job it is to tend the garden, and he gives you your assignments for the rest of the time,
Okay.
and is much more familiar with the operations.
I don't know their name.
He is the gardener. Not that that matters right now. I just thought it was useful for you in general. But you've gotten familiar with many of the clergy, so you are just looking for holy water.
At the moment, yeah.
Okay. There's not exactly like a fountain of holy water laying around or anything. but you could probably talk some clergy members into filling some vials with holy water
Blessing these
for
vials of water.
a reasonable
Mhm.
price.
Please bless these vials.
We'll say at crafting cost for this specific effort. Although actually, somebody give me a persuasion check. Whoever thinks that they would like to talk to some priests of the marshal
No.
about your mission
Probably you.
to gain
but
their favor.
They also have a good persuasion.
I mean, my persuasion is terrible.
I can.
But-
For society.
My persuasion.
Like my religion's very good,
Yeah.
but I am not a persuasive.
Oh wait, my deception's very high. My persuasion's okay.
Maybe diplomacy, I would assume.
It'd be diplomacy, yeah.
Yeah.
We can do that.
How
Diplomacy.
does
No.
a 24 sound?
Okay,
All right, then can I roll to aid?
sure.
All right. 15.
26 sound.
Oh, yes. I suppose we could contribute to that sort of effort.
Photoshop. That would be greatly appreciated.
Every year we come and we return them to their graves, and just wanted to gather some holy water to help in the effort.
Yes. Well, you'll have to pay the cost of making the holy water.
Of course,
but
how much?
Check the book for holy water
All right.
costs off the top of my head. I don't know. I mean, I can look it up.
To
But
the book.
When he finds out, I'll
To
pay
the
it from,
book!
like, it'll come from Tessie's inventory when he finds
Sure.
out.
Okay.
And then we gonna fight some ghosts.
Yay.
Ghosts.
I want to point out that I'm not taking off.
Gold and
the
a
sheet,
half each.
just saying.
One
Waiting
gold,
for
5 silver each.
Screen to
Yeah.
accidentally set
Because it's
himself on
3.
fire.
The price is
Oh,
3, and
God.
it's half to craft, and
Yeah.
they're
Okay.
making you pay crafting costs. So 1.5 gold each.
How many do we want?
Mm,
10, right?
10. Wait, how much were they?
It's been 10
Gold and a
vials.
half each.
A gold and a half each. Jeez.
Oh, okay. So that will not all come from Tessie.
So that'd be 15 gold.
Um,
Well, there's 5 of us, right? Why don't we
Yeah.
each give 3 gold?
Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
We are
You
armed
guys
to
are
the teeth.
Ramboing it up for this mission. Jesus.
Hey, the last couple of combats have been pretty tight.
Yeah. Gotta make sure Emmeline doesn't die.
I would like to point out the rat combat. They attacked twice, and there were hundreds of.
Yeah, but they're rats.
Yes.
Rats don't count.
Sure,
3
sure.
plus 3.
Also, I will not have heal spells, so, you know.
Why?
Because I'm going to throw them at the ghost to kill it.
Oh, yeah, that's fair.
I mean, that is.
The one day that
I have
did
the
it,
wand of
decision that you
soothe.
could
I
make.
also
It's
picked up
the only
soothe
thing.
Figures.
as a trained spell,
I still don't think it's worth the heals.
but
I take it they won't survive magic missiles.
I mean, they
Like,
will
they- like,
survive them.
Not survive, but like they won't be resistant to magic missiles.
They probably will be resistant. Not specifically anti-ghost.
Emmeline.
Mm.
Take my 2. I don't want you to die.
I have an additional health potion. I will be fine.
Yeah, but you stab. They're resistant to the stab.
it
I
didn't
have
It has
fire.
magic stab, though, so.
When do I roll enough? I'm gonna pick up
Take
2
one
more
at
lesser
least.
healing.
Very well.
All right.
Thank you. Screw.
welcome.
I appear to scare the ever-living shit out of you people, Jesus.
Real quick, I gotta make sure I'm trained in throwing shit.
They're martial weapons, so you are probably not trained in alchemical bombs.
No, I'm
Martial weapons.
not.
I'm not trained in all martial weapons because of rogue.
Okay. I
I'm
am.
Probably not trained either.
It'll be fine.
But I do get some specialized things, so that's why I'm wondering if.
Sure. I don't think off the top of my head that you are trained in bombs.
Nope.
Okay, shall we head out?
What? No, not really. I mean, if you want to make an entry so that you can keep track of exactly what your keystrike does, then that would be fine. But
Okay.
Wait,
Shall we go kill Ghost?
Well, aren't they already dead?
Well, go
Again.
Okay.
go deal with ghosts.
Let's go.
Yeah.
To the gates!
To the gate.
Okay.
So,
To the gates?
It's at the north gate.
Is it?
you all set out again from the pinnacle after securing your incredible stock of holy water.
Holy water don't go bad.
Right.
You're not wrong. And out through the north gate. This requires you to pass through the north gate district. As you go through, you see a number of taller buildings actually than are in most of the city. Most of the city is fairly like 2 and 3 stories. There's a bunch of buildings here that look at least 5, some as tall as 6 or 7. And many, many more buildings use the Authandi alphabet, as well as some that have signs in actual Authandi, as opposed to just using the alphabet.
Hmm.
Those who are familiar enough with the stand, which would probably be Emmeline and Tessie, know that this is definitely the scholarly district. This is where a lot of archiving and education takes place. But you aren't staying long, so you continue
no time
past.
for that.
Yes, you continue past. Along the way, you guys get to see a number of other costumes, and there's definitely the sense that people are having fun with the holiday. Very few, Tessie, you're used to it by now, but very few are treating it with its sort of purpose as a chance to sort of highlight the dichotomy of secrets and truths. Most are just kind of like taking a chance to put some costumes on.
He's dead.
But you set out, and you finally reach the north gate, and you pass out past the set of guards that are flanking the gate, and they don't seem to pay you much mind because getting out of the city's easy. And you're out as just about the time that the sun starts to set. And the now mid-spring breeze starts blowing over the hill country. As you walk north for a little while, and then you reach a spot where there's a path off the road that Tessie's grandmother had warned you about. And you follow that for a while. And it takes maybe hour and a half, because it's hilly country. But off in the distance, you see it looks at first like any other hillock in the area, but as you get closer, it seems oddly positioned. And then you see along the path is a couple of worn grave markers.
Well, it seems like the right place.
I suppose we just wait?
Is there any place that we would prefer to fight?
Is there any place we could hide and like wait for them to
It's
come out?
real open country.
Oh, so no.
Hmm.
Maybe we can start planning for the layout. Like, what's the layout look like? You said it's open and is
Yeah,
there, like,
it's
a-
very open. I mean, there is the mound, and there's a couple of other like hill areas surrounding it.
Mhm.
So you could theoretically go hide behind them, but honestly, they're far enough back that by the time you came out from them, you'd be pretty obvious.
I see.
We probably don't want to be downhill from them.
No.
So at least backing up far enough to be on flat terrain would be a good thing.
Or be at top of hill.
Mhm.
You can be at the top of the
Cover all
mound.
sides.
The path follows straight over the crest of the burial mound.
Yeah, but then they're coming from all directions.
You don't know
Yeah, but
exactly
there's
what direction they're going to come from. That's
I'm
true
guessing.
of more or less anywhere.
I didn't want to be on top of the mound.
Okay.
I know. There's 5 of us. We can each cover like a section.
I wouldn't
And
Stand back to
I don't
back.
think
Yeah.
splitting up is a good idea.
No, not splitting up. But like we all stand on top of the mound with like each of us facing a different direction of the mound. So
okay.
in
Sort of
case there's
circle the wagon.
Yeah.
Right. And so instead, if they try to go around the mound and come up the other,
I mean, look
gosh.
how many there will be.
No.
I mean, this stretch of land is like a mile and a
I
half.
thought
right?
it was just like one very angry. Or is
Oh.
it lots of very angry?
It's lots because they're from a war, right?
They're from killing after a war.
Yeah.
It could be
Uh,
one, it could
she
be many.
did-
It's not.
She did say ghosts, plural,
Okay.
but she did not specify a number.
Tessie, do you know how many?
Not specifically.
I'm assuming there's going to be lots.
Same.
I
At
think
least
we
that
work
way.
best in a front to back
Would I know
setup.
anything about the number?
Side to side does not work.
You've never been on this run
Yeah.
before. In honesty, your grandmother and your father rarely talk about it. It's
Mhm.
seen as sort of one of the sad necessities of what they see as part of their job.
Well,
Um, But they've always handled it just the two of them.
I mean, it's usually only 2 people out here, so it can't be that many.
I mean, your grandma seems pretty strong. It's kind of relevant to power here. 2 of them could equal like 10 of us.
well, how many can we see?
She's full of the wooch.
How many what?
How many like mounds or graves can we see?
Well, there's the mound itself,
Mm-hmm.
and then along the path kind of leading up to and partially over it, there's 4 grave markers.
Okay. Okay. I can't see it.
Well,
I would say let's just start our way in the back by the end of the grave markers, in between them and the city, and then just work our way through.
Yeah.
Okay.
seems reasonable.
So, you set up to wait. And time seems to crawl by.
I'm gonna meditate during this.
Sure.
I'm going to say little prayers over the grave.
I'm
People also
freaking
don't
out!
And for a while, it seems like maybe it's just not going to happen at all, as the sun is long gone and the twin moons have risen into the sky.
When the day is not over until.
In fact, Marvesh is full again.
Marvesh?
Marvesh,
The
the
moon.
larger of the 2 moons.
Oh, okay.
I forgot that this is the middle of the month, which is around the same time you guys met, meaning that Marvesh is full again.
Can I stand behind Amelie and just go like, ooh, while she's
yes.
meditating? Just for fun.
You can.
To try to distract her from meditating.
You may roll a will save to not be distracted
what a good
if you
friend
want.
you have.
You're trying to focus on something. Better distract him.
Yes. Aw,
Yeah. No.
darn.
I rolled an 18.
Yeah, that's not gonna work out.
Yeah.
For fun for me then.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, it amuses you.
I've been meditating for a very long time.
Yes, it amuses you.
Yes. Quite.
But finally, after what feels like hours, the breeze suddenly turns cold. And across the short, kind of almost scrubbish grass in the area, tiny little blue lights sort of start to gather.
They're so pretty, guys. Such a shame.
By Jove!
Really?
Every time I try to set up something creepy. Every time.
This makes me think of the Will-o'-the-Wisps from Brave.
Yes.
It does have a similar look to it. Yes.
Okay.
Will o' the Wisps. Was fun.
And there's a few at first, and then dozens,
Oh dear.
and then possibly hundreds
There are a lot.
of little tiny lights across the ground. And for a few moments, they just rest there until 4 of them seem to grow in brightness
Oh,
and rise up and resolve into the humanoid forms of 4 women. One exceptionally tall, possibly nearing 7 feet, with this sort of long, lanky frame, dressed in what looks like a tattered gown that is clearly would have been finery before it was tattered. And then around her are 3 shorter women, each in very nice gowns, each similarly tattered, and each carrying a lantern that glows with that blue ghost light. And as they all form out of this light, an odd sound comes over the air, almost like a melody.
That's good.
And with that, we're going to take our break
yeah.
because you guys are about to enter combat.
Oh boy.
It gonna be good.
So,
Indoor plumbing. It's gonna be big.
we'll come
No.
back on rolling initiative
All right.
for the
Rolling in
combat.
the deep, y'all.
Yes,
I'm sorry.
there will be
Why?
some rolling.
Why are you like this?
It may or may not be deep.
Would we be rolling on the river?
No, there's no
Aw.
rivers.
No rivers.
I'm sorry, team.
So, we're going to be taking a break for 20 or 30 minutes. And then we will jump right into combat.
The combats.
Before that, many of you may have noticed that we have our lovely little, our lovely little subscription button up top. If you guys are interested in supporting the sort of thing we're doing, and or if you guys have a spare Twitch Prime account, which, by the way, if you have an Amazon Prime account, you have a Twitch Prime account, and would like to press that subscription button, that'd be super cool. And if you do, you will get our super sweet emote,
We have an
Super
emote,
cool,
guys.
which I will now spam in our chat if I can spell it right.
Our emote is amazing.
Mm-hmm.
I clearly did not spell it right.
Failure.
Emote. Missile, missile, missile.
Nope. Well, anyway, Charlie's successfully emoting.
Somebody's
I guess I could-
emoting.
Here we go.
Click the emote button.
I can, but there's also a command for. Oh, it's because I didn't capitalize. There we go.
Ah,
Cool.
Victory.
All the missiles. So many missiles.
Missiles.
How many missiles, you guys?
Missiles.
You too can have a sweet magic missile emote, which you spam in various places.
Yes.
And we are working on higher tier emotes as well. So, something to think about. In the meantime, we will take our break and see you back
Right back.
very shortly.
We did it.
So-
And we're back.
Mission accomplished.
We are back after hitting the wrong button a couple times.
Like
The
you
button has
do.
been pushed.
So, if I could get everybody to roll some initiative now that we are back.
With my new increased proficiency modifier. Oh, that's actually not terrible.
20 total.
I'm
What's
going to
our-
ask for numbers.
Oh,
What's the
sorry.
modifier?
I'm
I'm
dumb.
sorry. I've lost. Oh.
That's
What's the percent?
I rolled
Yeah.
bad.
Yeah, your guys are rolling percent.
Yeah.
Oh, sweet. Right. Wait. Math.
Math is hard.
Math is.
Yeah. Okay.
I already know what it
Anybody-
is.
Let's now that you guys are getting higher level, anyone over 30? No? Anyone over 25? That's why I asked. Okay. What you got?
26.
25.
Okay.
That's not over 25.
Depends on how you round.
It's not over 25.
I round 25 up.
I
I round zeros to the next
Or 24
near
to
number.
20, I guess.
20.
20?
Oh no, Ivan.
No.
It's okay, you can
20
heal
to
us
15.
all after we die.
Okay, what are you guys then?
I got 14.
I am 12.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, you are, Charlie. Yes, you are.
Wow.
With many.
I'm this man.
Slash and burn is slow to start today.
It's a slow burn.
Yes,
Oh,
over.
God.
That's a good group name too. Slow burn.
Nice.
Okay, so sorry, creepy music. You have to get replaced by creepy battle music.
Yeah.
Specific
Halloween
creepy
episode.
music.
So, starting off, Amelie. You see these 4 figures rise up out of the earth at the crest of the burial mound. What would you like to do?
I have to try this. I'm sorry, but I have to try. I have to try bowing and seeing what they do.
Okay.
But we're trying to see if we can figure out a way that people don't have to keep doing this every year.
Right.
Okay.
So,
I
tried
mean, some of
bowing
us
at
are
the-
trying to figure that out. Other of us are just trying to stab some ghosts.
I want to stab a ghost.
You're welcome to stab a ghost as many times as
It's
you want.
everybody be quiet. Amelie's action is first. No influencing her actions.
Say, we'll talk. Say.
So I'm gonna try bowing at the ghost respectfully. Do they do anything? Do they care?
They don't seem to react to that gesture in particular.
Okay. Are they advancing like in a threatening way, or are they
They
just?
just formed.
Oh.
They haven't had a chance to really do anything with it.
Okay. Then I'm just gonna leave that. Then I'm just gonna try to start getting into tiger stance without trying to look threatening.
Sure. Okay, you
But,
spend
like,
an action dropping into
I
tiger
don't know,
stance.
but like just basically being on alert.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be on alert.
I assume battle stance, but not in a threatening way.
Yes.
Okay.
I remain on alert.
Okay.
I do want to tie this to this.
Emmeline.
That's a good question. I was distracted.
You were distracted by attempting to mask your microphone.
Yeah. I have focus issues, you guys.
Listen, you weren't asleep during this, okay?
Yeah, I'm gonna ruin all of Amelie's plans and just cast Produce Flame.
Okay.
And I'm going to guidance myself first.
Okay. Who are you targeting?
The big scary one.
Okay.
This is my fault.
Yes.
No, I should have said something before I did that.
21.
I didn't think about it.
That hits.
Yay!
You're rolling it based on your charisma, right?
Yes.
Okay, good. Because I remember we had mentioned that we weren't sure, and I double checked, and it is charisma.
It is definitely off of charisma,
Yes.
and I definitely am rolling off of charisma.
Okay.
It does. It was a 1. So it does 4 damage.
Okay. So
Oh, plus guidance is just to hit, correct?
just a hit.
Yeah.
That would have made it a 20.
That was included.
Oh, okay. So you throw out the little like ball of flame, and it flies arcing through the air and brushes kind of through her shoulder, and that spot seems to reform immediately.
Does she seem to flinch or cry out or anything like
Nope.
that? Okay.
Does not care.
Does not seem to care. And it is her turn.
Oh god.
So
It was better than getting
She-
close. Tragic.
flies up.
Oh, they can fly.
They can fly.
They're ghosts.
She flies.
Okay,
So
far.
no.
It tackles her friend.
Yes.
She
Hey.
passes through her friend while flying out over to about here.
Oh no.
Goodbye, everybody.
Yeah,
I
right about
knew thee
here.
well.
And then lets out this shriek. And we're just gonna set her in this spot, even though
They're
she's
very
kind of
screechy.
Oh dear.
they are very screechy. She lets out this shriek, and rocks and debris from the ground suddenly rise up and swirl all around you.
All of us or just Emmeline?
All of you.
Fuck.
AOE.
And if all of you would please make a reflex save.
Oh, good. Theoretically, I'm good at this.
Does that include sparks?
No, we
I am
will allow
not good at
Sparks to
this.
be hiding under your outfit for this.
Oh, good.
Okay.
My worst save.
I might be okay.
I get to die.
I'm gonna spend a thing
Okay.
because natural ones on reflex saves don't sound good.
That is a bad thing.
It's not much better.
28
is
total.
28.
Yep.
17.
18.
18.
15.
14.
What, you were 17?
Yes.
Tessie, you take 5 points of bludgeoning damage
Oh, God.
as all of these things slam into you, but you kind of weave out of your way. Everyone else takes 10 points of bludgeoning damage as she rolled really low on that.
Wait, what?
That's low.
That was low.
Oh God.
Crack.
No.
Kind of balances out.
To be fair, I think if we had just been respectful. Just
So,
saying.
Then she would have
They-
done that without Hepstein.
You never know.
put
Pretty
this
sure.
under her
Pretty sure the diplomacy wasn't gonna work.
as she is flying.
Well, now
10
we'll never
feet up.
find out.
Good.
So,
I
We
think
might
it
have
was-
only gotten a 4-point advantage, but it's a 4-point.
Tessie.
Okay. I am going to inspire courage,
Okay.
and then let me look this one up real quick because it's new.
Get the yellow halo of inspiration.
Cast spectral hand.
Okay.
So for 1 minute, I create a semi-corporeal hand out of my essence
Mm-hmm.
that just hangs out by me until I need it to deliver touch spells.
Okay. And that is the other 2 actions, I assume?
Yes.
Is that a sustained spell or a concentration spell? Anything along those lines?
It does not specify.
Oh, it just says duration 1 minute.
Just says
Okay.
duration 1
Then,
minute.
then it continues
Okay,
without you needing to upkeep it.
cool.
Okay. Okay. It's the other people's turn.
So I surround my hand with glowing purple light, and a
Yes.
glowing purple hand shape detaches from it and just chills.
Chilling out.
Let me give
Yep.
you a hand.
So that one comes down here and lifts its lamp toward Emmeline. And I need you to make a will save for me, please.
Can do.
As
maybe.
it lifts its lamp and kind of shrieks through it.
Oh, wow.
Nope, we're just not having luck
Have
with the
dice?
saves today. Will not save. 14.
Nope, not quite. You take 10 points of psychic damage.
Good thing we rolled well on the initiative,
you
guys.
are frightened
Yeah.
2.
What? Sorry, what?
You
Frightened
are
2?
frightened 2.
Oh, that sucks.
Oh no!
Yay, she's vanquished. She's vanquished.
We did it.
We did it.
So-
Good enough.
Which means
-2 on everything.
yeah, take a status penalty equal to the value to all checks and DCs. At the end of each of your turns, the value decreases by 1. So you take -2 to literally all things. That's 1. This is the second one.
That book is getting more bendy.
We've been opening it a lot.
It's going to lift its lamp toward Ivan. So I'll need a will save from you when you have a second.
That's a 14.
We
Okay.
are off to a great start.
You
guys.
are also frightened too.
Excellent.
God.
Glad I didn't take remove fear.
Too many gentle reposes.
Don't have gentle repose either.
I lied. You are not frightened too. I was reading the wrong ability there.
Oh.
You are stupefied 1.
Oh, that's way worse.
Wait, so they're both stupefied?
They're
one?
both stupefied 1.
Okay.
So we don't get a turn this next turn.
No, it's not that bad.
Oh, really?
So
Take a
remember,
status
it's-
penalty equal to the value to checks and DCs based on intelligence, wisdom, or charisma, including will saves, spell attack rolls, and DCs, and appropriate skill checks. If you cast a spell, it's disrupted unless you succeed a flat check of DC 5 plus the value.
Let them know when they're doing the saves if it's going to be resulting in fear, because I have Inspire Courage. up,
Yes,
so they would've gotten a
neither of
plus
these
one.
is a fear effect.
Okay, cool.
Sorry, there was a fear effect that they could have done, but
They did
didn't.
a different one.
Gotcha.
And I read the second half of the fear effect in addition to the first half of this effect.
Makes sense.
So anyway, yeah, you took 6 points of psychic damage and are now stupefied 1 for 1 minute.
Oh, it doesn't go away.
No,
That sucks.
that's this one.
Do we get any more saves on it, or is that just permanent?
For 1 minute.
Yeah, time duration.
It's a -1 to your wisdom, to your mental stats, basically.
And the problem with whenever we cast.
Yes, DC 5 flat check. Sorry, DC 6 flat check. Scree, if you would
No.
please make a will save for
Why
me.
do you do this to me?
Because
the
you
worst.
were the next in line that didn't bow to them.
Aha!
That means the bowing worked.
21.
You succeed.
Yeah.
So you take 2 points of negative damage.
Negative damage?
Yeah, sorry, it was negative damage, not psychic damage.
Okay.
It would have been psychic damage in D&D 5e.
Ghosts don't scare me.
And
I
afraid
have a
of no
ghost
ghosts.
necklace.
And you have
Spirits.
Andrew wearing your sheet.
And
Yep.
I'm one of you. Stop it.
They feel insulted, that's why they attacked you.
Yes.
On screen.
Kind of racist.
It is your turn.
It's my turn. Yay. Okay. I'm going
You're gonna
to
call unnamed adventurers.
spend an action to give Sparks a holy water,
Murder hobo.
Okay.
Murder hobo.
and then spend another action to have him fly up
Yeah.
Okay.
or use his actions. So he's gonna fly over the 3, and then I'm gonna have him drop it on them.
Okay, so
I don't
because
know if it, like,
holy
targets
water,
one.
holy water will deal 1 splash damage.
Okay.
So if you dropped it in there, it would deal 1 to all of them.
Okay.
You could drop it here, try and hit her, and then have it deal 1 to the other 2.
Okay. I'll do that.
Okay.
I don't know
So
what.
please roll an attack roll for Sparks. He gets a modifier equal to your level.
Okay. 22.
Okay. Please roll 1d6.
5.
Okay. So that is +1. 6. And then we'll call that one 2.
Cool.
And then 1 good splash damage to each of these 2.
Does a
Their
focus-
shrieking increases in pitch
Oh, great.
for a few moments, and their forms shimmer in place, as clearly that is not something they enjoy.
Okay. Does a focus point take up 1 action?
Your focus spell takes up a single action.
Okay. I'm going to do a focus spell.
Okay.
Or wherever my phone is. Against the big one.
Sure.
Oh. 26 to hit.
26 hits.
I think
Cool.
somebody's rolling well.
I ain't.
Someone is. Whew. So that's 9?
9 points.
Also, have you been counting Inspire Courage?
Oh, no, I forgot
Oh,
about
so that's 10.
10.
Okay.
I got you.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
I always forget about
Wait.
that spell.
Then wouldn't that count towards the damage for the other ones too?
No, the alchemist item isn't getting inspired.
Oh, okay, yeah. Never mind. Duh.
At least I'm going to say the alchemist item isn't getting
Well-
inspired courage base. So.
But doesn't it feel more courageous because of my long day?
Well, Sparks does.
Yeah.
I understand, but I'm gonna go with no.
I still cannot successfully inspire courage in
So-
a glass vial.
You throw out that little
You're only
like
level 4.
kind of puff of flaming magma,
Mhm.
and it passes through her, and definitely seems to burn on the way through.
Okay.
But it doesn't do as much damage as it
The holy
would to
water.
something that was, corporeal.
Right. Okay.
Be a ghost.
Ivan.
Okay, So I am stupefied.
You are. Stupefied 1.
I am going to which gives me a -1 to all of my mental.
-1 to all checks based on intelligence, wisdom, and charisma. Yes.
So I am going to. That includes spell attack rolls.
Yes.
I'm gonna cast a spiritual weapon.
Okay. Please make the DC 6 flat check.
And what is it adding?
Nothing.
Nothing.
It's a flat check.
Hey.
Okay. You
Nice.
passed the DC 6 flat check and may now cast a spell.
It is going to appear next to the big one.
Okay. Have anything weapon-like? No.
It appears as a bastard sword.
Sure. Behind, around.
It does not take up space.
Okay.
It
yeah.
just
I-
is floating
Yeah.
next to where I can move it to a new target when I sustain.
Sure. Okay. It appears.
And it will make a spell attack roll.
Sure.
It will not make a spell attack roll.
Okay.
Charlie and I got the low rolls over here.
No.
It passes straight
12,
through her.
a 13.
No.
And okay, and then for my final thing, I will. I'm gonna raise my shield.
Sure.
Defend.
Okay, back to the top is Amelie.
Hey.
Suddenly, the ghosts seem unfriendly.
Suddenly.
Punch them.
Okay.
Punch ghosts.
I wonder if how
Ghost
far away
puncher.
from me are they?
Well, the one that's behind you is flying 10 feet in the air.
Okay.
The ones that are in front of you appear to have kept to the ground, but are 10-ish feet away.
I wonder, because I'm wondering if throwing holy water at them and then kicking them would help.
I mean, the holy water would definitely burn them. Whether or not that would cause your kicks to then be more useful is anyone's
Like-
guess.
They'd be like, I don't know.
You have holy water currently drawn.
No.
So yeah, it would
So
definitely take an
it
action
would be
to...
one action to
One
draw,
action to grab it.
one to
action
throw, and then one to kick.
Well, you would have to be
You have
adjacent to something
move
to
up
kick what
next
you
to
were.
them. So
I have a flying kick.
I believe that's a 2-action move, isn't it?
is it?
Yeah,
You should double
Okay.
check.
I'm pretty
Or
sure.
I,
it's a
or I
two-action
will
move.
double check.
I seem to remember looking at it and it being doing 2-action move. We can look it up for next round.
Anyway, yeah, I would say that it would make more sense to kind of do one or the other.
Okay. All right. So then. All right, I'm gonna throw holy water on on the big one behind me.
Okay.
Flying kick is 2 action.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
It does do splash, but
Well, I mean, I don't think it'll burn us.
It might burn
Not what I'm
straight.
saying.
I think she means that if you throw it back here, you can hit these two with the splash.
I can hit, so basically I can hit. What you're saying is I can hit more of them if I throw it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Slight additional damage.
If you hit if you throw it at the back
I'd
one,
be
you can
like
hit all
this
3 of
more,
them.
but
Okay. I'll
Not
do
to
that.
sway to your decision. Sorry.
Yeah. Although it is also worth noting you are not trained in martial weapons, and therefore you would be throwing untrained. So
Kind of.
that's true in either case. But
So, all right. Then I'll take an action to take one of them out and throw it at the 3.
okay. Please give me a ranged attack, which is going to be just your dexterity modifier.
Monks aren't trained in throwing things.
Nope. Not in martial throwing things. They're trained in simple
That's-
throwing things.
15.
15 will not
Yeah.
hit.
What does your
This is my dex plus inspire courage, and I rolled a. Damn it! I rolled
Roll a 14.
a 14. So 15, 16, and then 17. I'm sorry, I cannot.
How much?
17.
17 hits.
Oh,
Hey!
17 is their armor class.
Nice.
all right then.
Okay, please roll 1d6.
Wait. No. I would only get a 1d6 because I'm throwing and not because I'm because I'm not hitting, right? Right, because I
you get
would need.
1d6 because it deals holy water.
It's, holy water is
damage.
1d6
Splashes
good
on them.
damage.
I know. I was thinking
Yeah.
about my thing on my wrist, but that only
Oh,
that
yeah.
only impacts if I'm actually like hitting something.
Yes, correct.
Yeah.
That's a 2.
2. So
Wait,
that's
plus inspire courage.
no.
No, it
the
doesn't.
alchemy items aren't getting
Cover that.
inspired.
Right.
courage. But it does do 1d6 plus 1. So
Oh,
that's 3
3.
plus 1 splash. Okay.
4.
6.
Because I don't have the Inspire Glass Vials feat yet.
No.
Sorry. I'm like all over the place today. Sorry, guys. That's 2 actions, right? One to take it out.
One to take
to
out,
throw.
one to throw. Correct.
Okay.
Someday.
I want to say I only have 2 of these, so I want to save the last one just to be safe.
Okay.
Should I try to turn the face the other one then?
That's up to you. I mean, there isn't any facing in the game, so turning isn't an action or anything.
Then I'm going to key strike the one behind me.
It is outside your reach because it's flying.
It's flying.
Yeah.
Wait, I can do. Wait, how high up can I quick jump?
The flying kick would be 2 actions.
Not the flying. Oh, well, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Never mind then. All right. Then I will, I guess, advance on the 3 down there.
Okay.
Because I don't know what else to
Do you want to put yourself like in between them all, off to one side,
do. Off to one side,
Okay.
just to be safe.
just
Oh, no.
entangle you? Yeah.
Just
Can
to be
kind of
safe.
like hang out over here.
Yeah. Lean on me.
Hanging out on the side of a hill.
No, I'm leaning on her.
Emmeline.
Yeah, I want to be away from the big spook.
Okay.
Spoopy.
It angry. Well, actually, I don't want to be in between all of them anyway. So
You can flank the other one, and we can work our way in.
it's true, but
But not
then
to
they're
sway
gonna
your
just like
decision.
all jump on me. Can I get to the most damaged one? Can I get to the far side of the most damaged one? Or like by
5,
tumbling through them?
10, 15, 20,
I'm very good at acrobatics.
25. You get to here.
That's cool. Although I'd rather not be next. Okay. And I will just attack it because
Okay.
I'm getting a +1 from her. And yeah. I don't think I can use this die anymore. Natural 1.
You get in there and you stab out at what you think is a good spot on Ghost, but it turns out that's actually just a piece of the Ghost's dress, and it's really hard to tell
Yeah.
because it's all kind of translucent.
I get a second attack.
Okay.
And I will use my second attack. They are flat-footed for this one because twin weapon feint.
Okay.
20.
20 hits.
Sweet.
I was with the -5.
It may shock you to know they are immune to precision
-4.
damage
Was that
Not
was that
surprised.
miss the -4?
-4.
from
From the second
having
attack.
already attacked.
Oh, sorry. That is 16
Yeah.
plus 1.
Yeah, 16 plus 1.
17.
Yeah.
17 also.
Sweet. Okay.
Good call. Good call.
Yeah.
10 damages, which is going to be brought down, but it is magic. Actually, yeah.
Yes.
10 magic damage.
10 magic
damage.
damage.
I have a question.
So you stab out again, having sort of calibrated and get straight through the side, and the rapier sinks in, and you actually feel a little bit of resistance there.
Miss.
Yeah.
Question.
Follow up with the.
So, would pouring the holy water on one of her things work?
No.
Damn.
Because it's water, it wouldn't stay on it.
Yeah.
It would take some kind of like oil or something to
Still-
create a residue.
But yeah.
Zap it into the.
Okay. That is your
Wraps.
turn done, correct?
Yep. All I got.
Okay.
use
She's going.
my last
It
option.
is her turn.
Ghost
She's going to spend
turn.
one turn screeching
Oh
out
no.
over the battlefield. She gets the green halo of battle cry.
Oh god.
Oh god.
What is that? Oh, is that like Inspire Courage?
There inspire courage.
Okay. Like when
And then
Goblin Bards play terrible music.
we'll spend a second action swooping in on the nearest possible target. And will it
Swooping
attack?
is
Don't like it. Don't like
The
it.
swoop.
Swoop
Do not
this.
Yes.
That is
For all you
a
Dragon Age fans out
18
there,
to hit?
Swooping is bad.
hit. 18 hits.
Yep.
They basically can't. She basically can't miss you. It's-
Oh, that's scary.
that
Oh,
is
good.
11 points of negative damage.
Cool.
As her, I'm sorry, 12 points of negative damage. She has her own Inspire Courage.
Yeah.
As her ghostly hand kind of rakes through your body.
Cold.
Yeah, it leaves you
I
feeling
hurt.
weird and numb and cold.
I hurt. I hurt real bad.
1, 2, 3. Okay, that's her done. Tessa.
Bad.
All right. These guys are undead, right?
As far as you know.
Okay. Well, that's about as good as I can get. I am going to inspire courage, and then I'm going to send my spectral hand to this bitch
Okay,
to put chill touch on her.
sure.
So she needs to roll a fortitude save.
Okay.
He needs to roll a what?
18.
Does not make it. 19 is my spell DC.
Whoop.
Okay.
Yeah,
So she undead creatures with chill touch are flat-footed for 1 round.
Okay.
Ooh.
Does she take damage?
Only living creatures take damage on chill touch.
Okay, so she's flat-footed for a round.
And that's me because that was the 2 action and I used an action on inspire courage.
Okay. So these guys, the one nearest Amelie is disliking being near Amelie. And we'll attack her.
Does the attack.
Not great, but not terrible. That's 20 to hit.
Damn, that's exactly my thing.
Okay. For 7 points of negative damage. I guess it'll make a second attack.
That's fine.
Oh, way bad. Way less. It's like 11.
No.
And then it's going to fly straight up.
I won't let it.
It's grappling back here. Grapple the ghost.
Too bad I don't have crushing grab anymore.
Spoiler alert, it would not have worked. It flies straight up for like 20 feet.
That's
Cheater! Get back down here.
Cheater, cheater, pumpkin eater.
Back one with Emmeline is displeased as well.
Yeah.
We are displeased.
That is also a 20.
Nope.
You
My AC
Friggin'
gone up.
friggin' agile friggin' rogues. Grr.
It gone up.
Well, it's going to spend 2 actions to make you make a will save then.
Ah, shit. No, we're not using the cursed die. Natural 1.
Oh no!
really no.
So you take 10 points of negative damage.
Yeah.
Because critical fails double the damage.
Cool.
10 points of negative damage, and you're still stupefied 1.
Sweet.
That part doesn't change.
Sweet.
And I don't think it stacks, so we'll say no, it does not stack. That's 2.
Thing it can do.
This has been rolling terribly on everything. That's 3 natural 1s, by the way,
Yeah.
since the start of this combat.
That's what happens when you're not respectful,
I
cousin.
guess that one is.
This is what
You're
happens
not
when.
wrong.
This is what happens when you have terrible, terrible luck.
Oh wait, no, that one still has an action. No, it attacked. Okay. Yes, this one's gonna move over here and continue the mind blowing.
Oh no!
That is gonna be another will save from you.
Wow, that's much better. How does a 24 sound?
24 sounds like a success. So you take 2
Well,
points.
actually, it's 23 because they're being mean.
Still
2?
2 points of negative damage.
Oh God!
See how nice it is when you save.
It's not bad at all. You don't
That
critically
hurts.
fail.
That hurts, Dave.
Scree.
Great. I'm going to pull out a lesser healing potion,
Okay.
and then I'm gonna chug it.
She will take her attack of opportunity from your interact action.
Oh.
They have
shit!
attacks of opportunity.
What?
Some
She
of them do.
specifically has an attack.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I didn't know that was a thing.
Yep.
Okay.
It's not always a thing. but
That's
sometimes
like a
it is.
28 to hit.
Oh yeah. That hits.
That
That
Is that a
hits.
critical hit? What's your armor class?
17.
That's a critical hit.
Can I stabilize myself?
Well, we have to find out if you need to be stabilized first.
That's good music for that.
That's not great, guys. That's 20 damage.
Jeez.
I'm at -2.
Okay.
Scree down.
Yeah,
Scree down.
Oh
Turns
no.
out, not nuking the ghosts.
So I don't. get
Hey,
to
your
take the
area
potion.
thing does both damage and healing.
Yes, it does not do as much healing to her though,
That's true.
He
and
is
it would mean that my sword that is also doing damage goes away.
also stupefied.
Oh, yeah.
Just
fair
leave
point.
me
Because
to
it is a
die.
sustain.
It's fine.
It's fine.
No
I think
goblin
about that,
friends,
I was
no.
That actually like.
Yeah, they're
In my
stupefied.
suffering.
Real bad.
Well, but also the sustaining my sword takes an action. So I would lose a
I will
spell.
allow you to still drink the potion, though,
Okay.
to stabilize yourself.
Thank God.
Because the action was started.
Right, because the action was started. You get essentially stabbed through the middle as you are healing yourself with a potion.
So.
It still winds up having the inverse effect to
Four.
desired.
That'd be 12 points back to
Okay.
me. That'd be at 10.
No, you go to 12
Oh.
because you start at 0 when you begin
Okay.
healing
Yeah.
from below.
It would be
0.
10 if it healed first, then hit. But if it hits first, then heals, then it's 12.
Yes,
I'm alive.
they kind of happen at the same time.
Yeah.
We'll split the difference 0 to 11.
Shut up, Charlie.
I'm gonna move the fuck away from that.
Okay. You now know
Okay.
that she has already used her reaction and thus can't attack of opportunity you again.
Right.
Back up.
Unless she has combat reflexes.
Oh fuck.
Spoiler,
Can I
that's not what
move?
that does in this system.
Past Emmeline. Like that way.
Oh, like this way?
Yeah, Emmeline.
You can get right behind her.
All right, that works.
Assuming you're taking Sparks with you.
Sparks is already over there from dropping the potion on.
Good. We
That's
keep
fair.
all the injured
Well, I
people
assume he
together.
came back kind
Yeah.
of like
Yeah.
on his own.
Yeah, that's
But
fine.
okay, we'll just kind of.
Yeah.
So it's your turn.
Yeah.
Wasn't that fun?
That was scary.
Ivan.
I'm going to sustain my sword,
Sure.
which then will attack big person again.
Okay.
Big bird.
It can move as with the sustain.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
But it doesn't need to because
Yes, it does because it was 10 feet up in the air. Because it hit her last turn when she was 10 feet up in the air. She came 10
Okay,
feet
yeah.
down and 5
It
feet
says
over.
when you sustain, you can move it to a new target.
Yeah.
So it continues to be with her.
Yes.
Unless it just sticks with the target, which is awesome.
That is a 24 to hit.
24 hits.
Cool. That is 1d8 force damage.
Force damage? Okay.
That is 8. Oh, no,
Wait.
1d8 plus spellcasting modifier, which is -1 at the moment.
Yes.
So
And-
that is, and +1 from that.
Yeah.
So that
So
is
it evens
12 force damage.
Okay. The sword slashes through her and seems to connect as though with flesh.
Okay, excellent. Those are big things. Like, does force damage hurt the ghost? It is
Yes, it
magic,
does.
but it is also called force.
Yes.
So.
Force damage specifically seems to work well.
Okay, excellent.
That's all of yours?
And then
It's 1 to
that
sustain.
was
right?
1.
Okay, right.
And
you get 2
then
more.
I am going to cast my 2-point heal on Scree, probably.
Okay.
Thanks.
Emily's little M also pretty hurt.
Yeah.
Pretty hurt.
That's
This area over here, not doing
bad.
great.
Doing
Not
bad.
We can
Not
die
great.
together, Emmeline. It's fine.
Also about
So-
to check up
That's
healing.
not bad.
Natural 20. So it does not, in fact, fizzle and not do
Good.
anything because stupefied.
Good.
Good thing I used my natural 20 on the thing that doesn't do anything with crits.
You super cast the spell. It casts twice.
You heal for.
Since you
12
natural
plus-
20'd it, I will give you 1 floating reroll on a stupefy roll.
Okay, thank you.
Yes.
Cool.
Oh, you heal for 28. So.
That's a lot.
I am still alive. I'm almost back.
Go level 2 heal spells.
Level 2 heals are good.
Yes.
As it turns out.
That's like all your hit points back.
Yeah.
And that's Ivan done, correct?
Ivan's the best.
Amelie.
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 So I'm gonna use my
This one is
my
flank. Going straight up.
Because of them all flying 20 feet in the air and thus being out of the AoE of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, this one is the only one that's up right now.
So,
But still. And yeah, it would have been out of your AoE. But everybody else would.
I'm gonna use my 2-turn kick.
To hit that one?
Yes.
Okay.
Hit the one
Roll
with
thee
my-
some athletics, please.
Amelie's got a grudge against that one in particular.
She wouldn't let me lean on her for support.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Nat 20 plus 12 with my athletics.
Okay. You make
Damn.
that jump real good. Now please make an attack roll. I'll give you a floating +2 on it for
Alright.
natural 20ing the
So wait, would that be considered unarmed?
Yes.
Okay, so that's
Unarmed
2d6.
attack. Well, you have to make the attack roll to hit her first.
Oh wait, sorry.
That was just to make sure you can jump up to her.
Hey.
That's an 18. Would that be with my unarmed?
Yes.
plus you're unarmed.
So that would be plus 11,
29.
29.
Yeah, that's
Plus
a critical hit.
You just do the anime like into the crust.
3.
Teleport
That's
behind.
9 plus the
Plus strength, and then doubled?
Yes.
plus, oh yeah, plus my strength.
So
So that's
13,
15. Wait, why is
20,
it doubled?
because you
it's-
critically
it's-
hit.
Oh yeah,
14 because of
Yeah.
14,
14.
so
28.
There's-
28.
Ebus.
Cool. That's the
So
third one.
badass.
Yeah, that's good. So, funny thing, you smash it back down into the ground somehow.
Get back where you came from.
you rebury the ghost.
Interestingly, it hits the ground, sinks into the earth, and then comes back up, significantly more transparent, but still there.
Mm.
Oh, good.
Now I get to finally use a D4 for something. 1.
Oh my god.
I don't know how I
That's not
feel
a
about
good
that.
sign.
Don't worry about it. It's all
I
good.
don't know what it is specifically, but
What?
A D4 suddenly appeared on top of the hill.
Oh, is it goes
It's
to-
just helping me track something.
Something.
I guess I could probably do it back here if you guys are that worried about it.
Ghost.
Just put it
scared.
I
next
mean,
to
we
that.
already know about it.
Yeah, I'm just saying, you'll forget.
It's the Halloween episode. Make us scared, Dave.
Okay.
So spooked.
1.
Oh no.
So that was 2 actions for you. You do have a third.
I do have a third.
Yes.
I'm gonna key strike this bitch.
Are you going to flurry of blows with that key strike? The answer is yes.
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
So 15 plus 11, that's
Why do you
26.
get all sorts of good rolls?
Minus
No.
4, because there's a second attack.
It is a second attack.
Okay, so 24.
Yeah, that still hits.
Wait, yeah.
It still hits. Yeah.
1, 6, 6, 18, 1. Meanwhile, 15, 20, 18, 20.
That's 1. Plus 4. Wait. Yeah, 1.
It's
And
2d8,
then-
by the way.
So 6.
You're
You're
in
in
tiger
tiger
stance.
stance.
Oh my
So
god.
Yeah.
I.
roll both of them.
Just roll both of them. Yeah.
That's 7.
No.
No, it's just-
You rolled 2.
You rolled both d8s, so okay. Don't worry about it.
Oh
And
my
then
god, those are both. Yeah.
yeah,
Sorry.
then roll 1d6 for the key strike
I'm
damage.
sorry.
That was 7 plus 5.
7.
Because she rolled a 7 and a 5 on the 2d8.
Oh, okay.
Wait, what?
You rolled a 7 and a 5 on your 2d8.
So that's 12.
I rolled a 2 and a 5.
2 and a 5, yeah.
Was it
Oh,
two?
Yeah, it was a 2.
okay.
It was a 2 and a
That's
5. That's how I got
7
So
7.
that's 7. Roll the d6 for the
Oh,
key
okay.
strike. The additional positive damage on the key strike.
Wait, wouldn't that be a plus 4 with my strength? The 7?
Yeah, so that's
That's
11 out of
11.
that.
No, the key strike.
With another 4, so that's
4.
15.
So that's a total of 15 damage.
Nailed it.
No.
You get another attack.
I get another attack?
Yeah, because there's a flurry of blows. You get a third
Oh, I do.
extra attack.
I do. Oh,
This attack is at -8.
You need to play a monk now.
Yeah, monks are apparently fucking nuts.
Monks am good.
I mean, the high rolling
that's an
doesn't
18
help.
plus an 11. The 29. Wait, minus 8. So that's
21.
21.
That still hits.
Can't wait to roll me another 5.
2d8. This is a d8, right? This is a
I'm
d8.
dropping.
Yes.
2d8.
Yes, that's what I want to hear. I'm dropping my shield. Fuck it. Yes.
8,
Perfect.
To be fair, they're all
8 and
saves
3 is
anyway.
Wait, 8 and 3 is 11 plus
Not
1
all
is
of them. They've been
12.
melee attacking.
Plus
That's
Plus
Four.
4 is 16.
Well, the big bitch has.
Yes.
16.
Yay.
Just to demonstrate that.
Oh,
it
we
goes
have to kill them
3,
a lot.
and then they
Gotcha.
die. So you nail it back down into the ground, and keeping in the spirit of your recent training,
Keeping in the
you
spirit.
lash out at the neck and then the chest and then the
Yes.
solar plexus, and in this rapid like flurry of illuminated strikes, and on the last one she sort of like gets pushed backwards and then just fades into the breeze.
Yeah.
It's a flurry of illuminated strikes, a flurry of glows.
Yes. Also, I hate you. Please.
Can I please leave this conversation?
You're the one that started the whole pun thing.
Emily.
This is your fault.
Listen, I'm ashamed of myself for not thinking of it.
I'm going to drink my health potion that I just bought because
Okay.
shiny new health potions mean
That
shiny
was
health.
jealousy, Paul.
Do they attack of opportunity?
That was seppuku.
No.
Yay.
Okay.
Gonna get me a full 19 hit points back.
Nice.
Yeah.
Money well spent.
Sorry, people with headphones.
Shit.
Look, if they're
16,
wearing
19,
headphones
20,
and don't
35.
expect celebration when we roll critical hits, then they're watching the wrong show.
They know what they did.
And for my last attack, or last action, I will attack.
Okay.
The one that I've been attacking.
The middle one? Yeah.
See, I roll a 10. She's like 15, 18, 20. 21.
That hits.
Sweet.
Don't bother.
Yay.
You stab out and get her square through the chest, and her body sort of ripples and becomes significantly more transparent.
Sweet.
Wait, more transparent?
Yes.
Okay.
Like, you can see through her more. As if she has
Okay.
less substance now.
It's like we killed her once.
Okay.
We just have to do it 3 more times. 2 more times.
Two more.
Okay.
Are you trying to get wings so you can fly up to meet the other ones? To fly up with them when they.
She will sweep this way, going upward.
Red Bull gives you wings.
Oh.
10 feet in the air, 15 over. And then I need everyone to please make a will save, which is against a fear effect. So you get Inspire Courage as a
God.
+1 against it.
Wait, that's
But also get a -1 from the other thing.
right.
Yes, but some people don't have
Wait,
it.
all of us?
Oh, good. I
Fuck.
rolled normal on my highest fucking save
Wait,
instead
I
of
rolled-
losing it immediately.
Wait. I'm getting stupefied. Minus
You are
one.
not stupid.
Okay, that's what I was confused about.
Yes.
I rolled an 11.
Total? Okay.
You said a will save?
Yes.
I rolled a 2.
I have 12 total, including the Inspire Courage.
Oh.
I also rolled a 2.
Oh, I love
Also
it.
12. Yeah, so 12.
20?
27.
19.
My, how the tables have to.
Okay.
It's
So
our
who
turn,
rolled
yeah.
over 20?
Well, I add 20, but 2.
Is that with the +1?
Yeah, 19.
Okay. Well, then I can't use green. No, it's because I have one more than I thought I did.
Oh.
Calm
Well.
down.
Darn.
He murders us harder.
Yes.
Y'all getting spooked.
So spooked.
Yes, everyone who failed the save is frightened 2.
Frightened 2 or stupefied?
Frightened.
Okay.
This
I-
is the fear effect that I read
making
the
sure.
second
I
half
ain't afraid of
the
no
first
ghost.
So wait, did I fail
You
it?
failed.
Oh god. Okay.
I made the
And,
save,
but you
but I'm
are
still-
temporarily immune to the frightening moan. All of you are temporarily immune.
I am not frightened.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I
Yeah,
rolled a 27.
yeah no, sorry. That was just seeing it from the back. That's great. That's Ollie.
3 is scared, though.
Yes.
Bird.
You're scared.
You're all
Scared
frightened
screen.
2,
Roll
but
scared.
everyone is immune to the moan for now.
Okay.
So she can't do it
So we
again.
get -2 on all of our hits.
You get
and
-2 on basically everything.
stuff? Okay.
And then at the end of your turn, it becomes -1, and then it becomes -6.
Okay.
So that is her turn. Tessie.
3 magic missiles right at this bitch.
Okay.
Killer.
Pew, pew, pew.
Pew, pew. Pew, pew, pew.
-1s don't matter when it's perfect.
So is that -2 to those?
No.
Okay. So, and then +1 to each of these?
Yeah, so +3 total.
Or is it just +1
six.
total?
+1 total.
Okay. 4, 8, 9, 10, 11. So that's 12 damage.
Are the magic missiles 1d4 plus 1 or
Yes.
just 1d4?
1d4 plus 1.
And
So-
that means
So
we
5,
do not
10,
have
14.
Inspire Courage anymore
14,
because I used
15,
all
yeah.
3 of my actions on the magic missile.
Wait, 15 damage?
Fire courage.
Nope.
No, Inspire
No,
went
that-
away, and I didn't
she used the
recast
three
it.
Oh,
actions.
that's what she used all 3. She didn't
Yes.
continue it. Yeah.
14.
Cool.
14. Okay. And that is force damage, correct?
Yeah.
Yes,
Magic
it
missile
is
force?
force damage.
Okay.
I had a moment of squee when you said force damage,
Yeah.
and I double
thought
checked
you
the
would.
spell, and I was like, my favorite spell does force damage.
So, Tessie reaches out through the haze of fear and opens her occult portal. And from the depths of whatever fucking world that comes from, the 3 amethyst-colored spikes of energy lash out and strike in rapid succession at the same point on the ghost's back and leave almost scorched-looking traces in its weird, intangible form. And that puts us at the followers. And they also lost their Inspire because she didn't use an action. But she is no longer flat-footed. Oh no!
Oh no. Oh no.
God bless him.
Oh, how the mighty have fallen.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so
Well, in this case, how to follow them, righty.
Can I please leave?
Take me with you.
these guys are not having a huge amount of success right now. The one is going to make you make a will save, please. Oh,
Hang on.
Look, that's good. It's a good thing that you made that.
24.
oh God.
Wait, was that the with the -2?
Oh.
You take-
Oh, -2. 22.
Even so, you still only take 5 damage.
Nice.
Rolled almost max damage on that. But
Oh.
finally, you are also stupefied.
Oh no.
Oh
And then that one flies straight up for 25 feet.
That's cheating.
Yes, it is.
no! Cheater, cheater, pumpkin eater.
As it lifts its lantern and sort of flashes you in the eyes with this bright ghostly light. And it, like, leaves you with, like, thoughts of the darkest possible end for you.
Oh no.
And then the other one who's left. I guess it'll try for Amelie. Amelie, please make a will save for me.
That's an 18 because you're not inspiring courage, right?
Correct.
Wait, 18 -2, right?
No, you don't. Are you getting -2? Oh, yeah, because
Yeah,
you're
yeah.
frightened. Yes.
Yeah,
so
so
-2.
16.
Okay, so you fail.
Oh, dear.
Oh, wait, you aren't stupefied. You made the will save.
Okay.
God damn it.
We're all just like messing up this entire thing.
That's fine.
Fire goblin, keep casting the fire.
6. So you take
Is there
6
a ring
points
I
of
need to
negative
take off of
damage.
her?
Yeah, it's the black one. But I'm just going to put it on Amelie because she
Alrighty.
failed.
Great.
Now I'm stupefied.
Now you are stupefied.
What does that mean?
That means that you get -1 on all checks based on wisdom, intelligence, or charisma. And if you wanted to cast a spell, which you currently can't do anyway, you would have to make a flat check.
When she shrieked at me, it didn't do any damage. Was she supposed to have done damage to me?
When you got stupefied?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was supposed to.
You didn't roll it.
Oh, well, here. Take 9 points of damage. please.
Okay.
Thank,
Whose side are you
Thank
on?
you for your honesty.
I'm like, why are they all taking damage? I
He has
didn't- I'm
integrity.
confused by this.
It's because I was doing them in rapid fire succession, and I
Yeah.
probably thought I had rolled it for you, and I didn't.
Wait. So all the things that I do, you said -1 on.
Wisdom, intelligence, and charisma checks, which you
I don't
do
use any of those. Sweet.
No.
I do.
Yeah.
And then she, too, is going to go 5 over, 5 up, 5 over, 5 up, 5 over to be 20 feet up over here.
You want to just kind of like push that thing back a little bit?
Might be easier if you use d6s.
I would, but I need them because that's how I'm rolling my damage.
I have extra ones.
I also have extra d6s.
I also am not entirely sure. It might be easier on that one for sure. The D12 actually works pretty well, and I don't use D12s for anything ever. Oh my god.
Here, I have
Here.
another D12. I don't use
Can we
that
just
that
move
better?
one of
Yeah,
the
either.
things back? One of the yeah. There we go.
Okay.
There we go.
They're set dressing. They don't matter.
The gravestone just kind of goes, oh, sorry, right about it.
Pardon me,
Oh, let me just slip by you there.
Oh my god.
Steven,
Want
you're
me
not
to
in the right
do it?
position. Oh, sorry.
That sound like the rocks.
Okay, they're up in the air.
Yep.
You're
Alright.
good.
Shut up.
It's fine, it's
Yeah,
fine.
they're fine.
Everything's fine here. Scree, it's your turn.
How
Set 'em
far
on fire.
are
Great,
they?
Scree, burn
They're-
them. Burn
they're,
them, Scree.
25
Burn
and
them.
20, respectively.
I can't hit that with my.
Burn them all.
I will summon fire Mephit
Okay.
up to them. I just tell him to go ape shit. Okay.
Okay. He can also fly.
Can't.
Isn't it basically sparks? Oh, like fire sparks.
Yes.
It's fire
Fire
sparks.
Fire
Sparks
Sparks.
essentially bursts into flame and flies. It goes zipping up there.
Get him, boy.
Sparks and fire sparks.
Molten sparks, thank you.
Molten sparks.
20, great.
God.
What?
You kill me.
What?
You kill me.
What do you mean?
It's just nothing. It's a good thing.
Okay.
I don't want to kill you.
Where
That's why she's a
is-
ghost.
where's its breath weapon?
Spooky.
Oh, it's right there. I'm
Yes.
just
I
literally
don't want to
blind.
kill you. I want to slay you.
Okay, they get.
Get it? Slay.
Yes.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, over in David Land, he's chortling at the damage he's rolling.
The DM is quietly laughing into himself as our characters all die.
Yeah.
At least we died
Oh, good.
laughing.
By
I put all my
ghost.
D4s out there tracking stuff.
Yes.
That's great.
I've got you, bro.
Here's another one too. If you need one.
3?
I need mine. They're how I do damage. Sometimes.
I don't need mine.
Okay. It breathes fire through them all.
Sweet.
How much damage does
It's hard to say.
it
It
take?
doesn't
Oh,
seem to do much because they're resistant.
Right, but you know, any bit helps.
Yes.
And I can't fly, so
That's 2 actions. I guess it also gets to attack rolls, doesn't it? Yeah, because it's only a 2-action breath weapon.
Yep.
It will swing at one of them. Oh. Okay.
That's
Okay.
fun. That sounds good.
I mean, it's good because it's Scree's thing.
Neat.
Neat.
I need that D4 back for a second. Okay.
It's doing work.
I love that thing.
Well.
Well,
Nope. It lashes out with one of its burning claws and like grabs hold of a piece somehow and just like rakes down. It does a lot of damage for something that should take almost no damage from something like that.
attaboy.
Because that's a critical hit.
It-
Thank you. Oh, okay.
Doesn't it need one more hit?
No, it
Oh,
did
okay.
2 for the breath weapon, 1
Yeah.
for
Oh, okay.
raking claws.
Okay.
Yeah.
And that puts us at Ivan.
Okay. I'm gonna sustain my sword on the same
Sounds
thing.
good.
Oh
And then
no,
attack.
actually, first
Yes.
I'm casting bless.
Okay.
What does bless do?
So in
Plus
a
1 to basically everything.
well, no, in this it's different.
Okay.
There is currently a 5-foot AOE around me,
Right.
and everything in that gets +1 to attack.
Including the ghost thing.
Occupying
No.
1 square.
Okay.
This is
Every
irrelevant now.
ally.
Ah.
Yes.
So I will roll. Now I will sustain.
The hammer. Okay. The hammer isn't really in your bless, but I'll let it. Since it's kind of you doing it, I'll let it go.
Yeah, I roll a spell attack roll, and
Yeah.
I am in my bless.
Yes.
The thing is an extension of me.
Yes. And it is attacking the big one.
Yes.
Okay.
And that is a 29.
Ebus.
Okay. That will hit.
No crit though. Huh?
No crit.
Damn.
She a
isn't
tough
there-
guy.
That is.
Oh no, they
Wait,
wasn't there?
they have the
a-
-1.
DC?
That
Oh.
is an 8 force damage, and the bless is fine. The bless does go off. I forgot to roll to cast it.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
But and I rolled fine. But that is 8 force damage. Yeah.
It shimmers through her body, and she begins to fade.
Go, Ivan, go.
Yeah.
Who did it?
It's not me. It's Marshall. It's his sword.
Amelie.
So I'm gonna whatever one is leaning on.
They're in the air.
I know.
They're both in the air.
I know. I'm just making jokes. Don't worry.
Okay.
Can you hit them?
She could do another flying kick.
You
Yes,
can
I
do a
can.
flying kick.
She can do it every turn.
Yes, I can. I'm gonna do a flying kick to the one that's to the right of my. That's like laying
So
down.
that one?
Yeah,
Sure.
that one.
Jump in the air.
Make the athletics check, please.
That's a 22.
That's successful. Make an attack roll.
A 19.
Okay.
Wait, -2, right? Because I'm
no.
frightened.
Fear.
Yeah, because you are frightened. Yeah.
So that's
So,
17.
17. That still hits. That is the number.
17. So that's 2d6.
Don't worry about it. It would be 2d8, but that's okay because
Okay.
she is
2d8.
fading.
That was one of the ones that had already died.
Yeah, that's one of the ones that is already starting to die.
Okay. So then I'm gonna try to hit it again.
It takes 2 actions to get up there, hit it, and then you drop.
Right.
So you can't hit it on the 3rd action.
Oh. I thought. Isn't that what I did with the last one?
Because you critically hit it, I had you like bash it down,
Okay.
back down to the ground.
Okay.
Um,
So then I'll just I'll get back into tiger stance.
you're still in it.
Okay then.
You
You
dance.
could pull like holy water or something just to have it on hand if you need it.
Yeah, I'll do that. What did you do
Emmeline.
my last turn?
I want to parkour up that tall gravestone marker right there.
Hardcore parkour.
Okay.
Parkour.
Give me some acrobatics.
Parkour.
It could have been better. 16.
Okay.
I'm
It's
gonna
gonna take you basically all your movement, but you get up there in one move.
Is that with the
Okay.
+2? I mean with the -2?
I don't have that -2.
Yeah, she isn't frightened.
Oh.
She's yeah, you're on top of that. I'm
Okay.
just
I'm stupefied, but that's
yes,
the
that's
other
only
Okay.
charisma and wisdom and stuff.
Yeah, I think it was just me and Paul made the save.
Oh, okay. I'm not trying to like.
So you're up there. That's 10, puts you 10 feet up in the air.
stuff. And I'm gonna jump off of that and try and stab one of the other, or the one that Amelie hit on the way down.
Okay, make another acrobatics check, please.
That is less good. That is a 15.
Okay, make an
Slightly
attack roll. We'll see how that goes.
Hey, something that is not terrible. 27.
27. That's pretty good.
Isn't that a
That
crit?
it would be, except this whole
Except-
acrobatics thing is
I'm
giving her
definitely
negatives.
taking
Oh, okay.
minus penalties on this.
Yes, but it's good enough to still hit in spite of those penalties.
9 of the damages.
9 of the damages.
9 of the slightly magical damages.
Yay!
Yes.
Now we
How
can finally
you
clear the board a little bit.
I mean, it's 10 feet.
Okay. Leader.
Probably fall prone.
So yeah. Oh, also you hit the ground, fall prone, and take 6 points of bashing damage
Okay.
from hitting the ground.
Oh, just 6 points?
Yeah.
Okay. I was thinking D6. I see that.
She is going to spend an action to get back down because you all have pissed her off by disapparating all of her lovely followers.
Isn't there
So
one left?
everyone must make
Yeah.
another reflex save, please.
Oh, that's a natural one.
Hey!
That's a 23 minus 2, 21.
That's my hero point.
Uh-huh.
Not have to do a natural one.
Sounds good.
18. That's better. 20.
18.
Okay.
28.
My reflex ain't great.
21.
21. Okay. Everybody who rolled below a 20 takes 12 points
Fun.
of bludgeoning damage, and everybody above it takes 6 points.
The DC save was 20.
DC save was 20.
Yebus. I was like
Just made
28.
it.
That's definitely going to get me a critical success.
Nope.
How much damage? 6?
6.
What did I just erase? Oh, I know what I
Tessie, you are up.
3 more magic missiles.
Okay. You don't even have to roll it because it's 3 separate instances of damage. And this incorporates her form.
Yay.
Nice.
You send out the missiles, and they hit her once, and she shimmers, and twice, and she starts to disintegrate. And the third missile kind of flies through and just bursts her into a fine mist
And then there was one.
in the follower. And it is going to use its corrupting gaze on. It still hasn't landed one on Scree, so we might as well make it good measure and make you roll a will save.
Why would you do this?
Because I want to use all of the
I
corruption.
think the heartbeat is very pertinent.
Oh no. 10.
Okay, you take 11 points of negative damage
Oh dear.
and are stupefied. That was max. That was next, just about max damage.
Yeah.
It's 2d6, so
It was max adjacent.
yes, max adjacent.
Okay. What does Stupefy do again?
You take -1 to all of your charisma and wisdom and so on,
Okay.
and intelligence checks. And when you cast a spell, you have to make a flat check of 6,
Okay.
or you lose the spell.
Gotcha.
Speaking of which, it's gonna, I don't know, just like move over this away and stay up in the air. It's not actually self-preservation, so. It's your turn, Scree. Are you sustaining your little dude?
Yes.
I didn't go.
You go right after Scree.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, I thought I went after Tessa for some reason. I thought it was
Um,
you that had the bad roll.
Yes.
Haha. Okay. How far up in the air is it again?
It is 20 feet in the air. No, sorry, 25 feet in the air.
You could try to do a parkour thing.
Or just walk closer to it.
I mean, you could just walk over.
I know, but then I would only have one action.
Parkour.
That's true.
I'll give an action to Sparks,
Okay.
and I will have him fly over and try. Oh wait, he can't even fly.
Yay.
You could drop a holy water.
I don't
It
have
would-
one because I gave my extra one to Emily.
Uh,
I haven't been using them.
Because, as it turns out, I have no bonuses to
Yeah.
use
The
that.
problem is most of the party is not trained in martial weapons.
Fine.
It's really just the cleric.
Can I take an action to get one
just the
from
cleric
her?
is the one that.
Are you
someone that
adjacent?
murdered him.
Yeah, I'm right next to her.
Roll a thievery check?
That's not good. But okay. Natural 20.
Okay.
Woo!
Nice.
Yes, give me this. I
You have it now.
mean, I'll actually give it to Sparks, and then
Yeah, I
he can
thought so.
fly over and drop it.
He doesn't get any bonuses. Well, I guess you wouldn't get any bonuses.
Okay.
He's just dropping it on
Over,
top of her.
Pour it out on top of her.
Yeah.
I mean, it's still going to have to make an attack roll,
Right.
but it's not going to be like a crazy attack roll.
Okay. So 14.
Okay, roll some damage.
Okay. What was the damage for it?
D6.
again?
1d6 plus 1. It's going to be halved because Sparks actually kind of like gets half of it on her.
I only rolled 2, so that's 3.
3? Okay.
Blood. But you know.
Wait. Nothing. Go ahead.
What's
Go
that?
ahead.
Oh,
Go about your business. Nothing to see here.
Ivan.
What about the fire method?
Oh yeah, the fire method does its thing. It's going to spend an action to fly over. It still has one more turn before it gets its breath weapon back, so it will attack. And that hits.
Yay.
Manages to get a little bit of damage through the resistance. A little bit.
A little bit.
A little Now Ivan.
I'm gonna sustain my sword,
Okay, and it will switch
which switches over
targets.
to her,
And does it just switch or does it move?
it says it switches targets.
Okay.
It
doesn't
does not say.
give
It
a
doesn't say it
movement
has a
speed.
range or
Okay,
anything. It
so
just
switches.
says
That's fine.
when you sustain, it can choose a new target.
Okay.
It just appears next to someone occupying the same square as them, floats around them, and hits them a bunch.
Yes.
So it will swing and hit her. That is a 21.
I will hit.
Force damage. That is 8 force damage.
Okay.
Yeah.
Woo.
And I'm going to channel.
Doing okay there?
I'm going to channel a 2-point heal
Crazy.
onto it.
Okay. Gets to make a fortitude save.
Mm-hmm.
It's a 24.
Yeesh.
It makes it, but that would only make it take half damage, wouldn't it?
Yes.
So.
I mean, it could have critically hit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I rolled like a 16 for that. It's not that his fortitude save is insane. It's just a roll well.
Uh,
Okay, so that's all of your actions.
Yep.
Amelie.
Punch it out of the
I'm
sky.
gonna do a last flying kick.
Okay.
Hopefully, my last flying kick.
Yep. Oh, you are no longer frightened, by the way.
Hey,
Yay.
All of the frightens are gone. I just didn't have a chance to.
that's a 16.
Total?
That's not. There's no +1, right?
No.
Damn. Yes.
no, at the moment.
Can I use? Wait. Can I use my a point?
Your
reroll?
hero point?
Yeah.
You haven't used it yet?
No.
Okay, yeah, then you can reroll.
Yay. That's much better. That's a 24.
Okay. Roll an attack, please.
That's a 14.
14.
Yeah, no.
That isn't gonna hit.
Alright, so that's 2, and then...
Let's see over here.
Alright, I still have the, holy water in my hand.
Yes, you can.
I'll use my last action to try to throw it.
Sure.
What would that be?
Plus straight dex.
Yeah, plus dex, but -4 because attack penalty.
Yes.
So,
So -2.
wait, -2?
What'd you roll?
I rolled a 6.
Oh, that's
no.
gotta miss.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's just gonna straight miss.
Yeah, no.
It goes sailing off into the distance, basically.
Ah, damn it.
Money wasted.
Overshot.
1.5 gold
Sorry.
No.
thrown into the
Emmeline.
I'm gonna. I guess I have to stand up first.
Yes.
And I'm gonna cast Produce Flame.
Also, we're here now.
Do I have to stand up to cast a spell, or can I just cast it from the ground?
You can just cast it from the ground.
Oh, then I'm gonna guidance myself and then cast Produce Flame. 20.
Okay, yeah, that hits.
Yeah.
You don't have to roll damage, it just poofs her
Yay.
because she was on 2.
Yay.
Oh wait,
Yay.
actually, I am still stupefied, so maybe I'm not allowed
Oh.
to cast that.
That's a fair point.
15. Hey.
Hey!
So you toss out the bolt of fire, and it shoots straight through her head,
Yeah.
and just she almost gets like rocked back by the impact, and then fades away into the breeze.
Fire magic is the solution.
Always the
Yes.
solution.
Yeah.
Always.
And as the last of the ghostly foes fades away, the will-o'-the-wisps along the ground begin to slowly sink back in to where they came. And the night becomes still again.
Right, so your grandma's a lot more scarier than we had imagined.
I'm going to move over towards kind of the center of the mound
Mm-hmm.
and around the graves and just kind of concentrate for a while. Every round, my bless emanation will extend by 5 feet.
Bless sustained?
Mm-hmm. I cast it, and it lasts. No, it's not sustained. It just lasts for a minute, and I can concentrate to extend its range by 5 feet.
Okay.
So what are you doing?
I'm extending the bless over the range of the entire area and kind of just letting it sit and kind of trying to bless the area for whatever I can.
Sure.
Keep blessing the hill.
Yeah, basically.
Listen.
It's not like it's going to consecrate the ground or something, but it might help a bit with the, you know.
Might just piss him off.
You bless
if the marshal
hills
killed him.
down in Cadia.
Hmm?
You bless the hills down in Cadia.
Yeah.
I guess it
Don't
was
give me
Dave's
that.
turn.
That was good.
I feel like after all the puns you've told, you're not allowed to judge us.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm gonna
This has
judge
been
you
like
guys.
weeks coming for you.
I'm going to.
This is your fault. But yeah, that's what I'll be doing. Like, well,
I'm going to spend some time praying. I don't know what sort of rituals the walker would have for situations like this or for this day, but Tessie would be doing them.
Sure.
I'm gonna meditate.
Okay.
Actually, I don't know. I'm gonna be like pondering.
Sure.
Ponder.
Ponderations.
Tessie's relatives are a lot stronger than I would have imagined.
I imagine like she would have little like things in her backpack to leave
What
with the
were you
graves or
imagining?
things or something.
I'm
Oh.
pondering like the pain people must feel. Ways that this could have gone better, where we could have actually tried to figure out maybe a way to make them feel peace so they don't keep doing this.
Are there any shrubbery
Sounds like a problem for
things
next
around
year.
or flowers? Nothing.
It does, weirdly, like the growth
Require a
around here
shrubbery.
is shockingly sparse for an area this close to a massive source of water. Things don't seem to want to grow around this mountain. Basically, hardy grass is what you got.
all
Is the
right.
grass overgrown?
No, it doesn't. It does not want to grow large.
Not at all. Okay.
Everybody, let me take a look at you. See if I can. Let me heal you all up.
Yes. Please.
Aren't
Again.
you at like full already? Again?
No, she hit me again.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For a lot.
She got nailed again for like 11 more. It's good. I enjoyed it.
You.
Plus the
This is why I went to fight the
Heal
other things. I was like,
for-
I'm not dealing with that anymore. I will run out of hit points for it.
So, yeah, so I will actually, I'm going to cast my last remaining heal spell on you. Heals you for 13.
cool.
I'm going to shine my lantern on everyone who's still, like, injured.
I am at 25 out of 42 hit points.
So,
Okay.
So,
Oh.
yes.
I'm at 27 out of 56.
Okay, so about both are kind of yellowish.
I'm in a similar boat, 23 out of 48.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Everybody in
Everybody
the same
seems
boat.
to be a steady yellow.
okay.
Not bad, but could be better.
Still kind of a yellow.
Then on,
I could have saved that post.
on Scree, I'm going to take out the wand,
Okay.
tap you with that, so that's another 9.
Sweet.
And
You
how
can
much?
cast the wand as a 2-action spell.
I did.
Oh, okay. It was an actual one. Okay.
That's why it wasn't a 1.
Yeah, that's a fair point.
And yeah, I'm gonna roll for each of you just to make sure I don't get a critical 1.
Yeah.
No,
Does like 8
No.
billion damage.
no, and no. That's a natural 20. So someone, Tessie, you heal for a lot.
Okay.
It's fine. You'll have time.
Yeah. So
We heal.
I just want to
Good,
make sure
good
because if I
heal.
roll
Yes.
a 1, I hurt you.
Yeah. Although it's literally not possible for you to hurt them enough to like kill them.
Sure,
but
but still.
you could chain a bunch of natural ones. That would be
Yeah, like
real
it's
fine.
exactly.
That'd be
Awesome.
great.
Alden?
Yeah, like
Ivan, just get
Alden.
away.
It's
Just
fine.
stop.
We could just go sleep.
I might have rolled a bunch of natural ones, but this time they weren't in a row.
So while I'm kind of like sitting there concentrating and kind of muttering some prayers, I also kind of walking around, just patch you up. Seems almost kind of like automatic for me at this point.
Yeah.
Ye-
One of these days, my luck's gonna pay off. I'm just gonna be rolling 20s. It's gonna be great.
Just be kind of sitting there focusing on patching you up and everything, muttering a prayer, just like without even seeming to realize it.
Praying and putting little like
Uh,
holy symbols and
Muttering
flower
in
with
Dwarvish.
like flower arrangements with holy symbols on the graves.
Okay.
Two people do your wooge.
Are there any loose stones that I could just like?
Your
Meanwhile,
grave
scream.
robbing shiny stones. Yes, there are some loose stones.
Are they shiny though?
No, they're covered in blood because they were using the telekinetic assault that the ghost woman just did.
She was giving them
Even
to
better.
us.
That's
Yeah.
a feature.
Great. Ivan, put this in the bag. I will hand it to you with the
With
blood
that-
on
I
it.
just kind of open the bag. I'm not really paying attention, so I don't really see what she's doing.
No prestige.
No.
Bloody rock.
ruins all the biscuits.
Yes.
Technically, I think everything is kept separate in a bag of holding, floating in its own little interdimensional void.
I imagine it's a lot.
This is not really specific,
No,
actually.
it's just it's a vast, empty interdimensional void that holds.
Not really vast. It can be filled.
Yes. It also has whatever you currently want to have on top of it. So,
Yes.
space
I mean,
is more of a
it is
suggestion
magical.
inside
It's
of
just
it.
finite and magical.
Yes.
But as you all finish catching your breath after the fight, I think that is where we will end it for you.
Yay.
Cool.
So, thank you all so much for joining us
Woo!
here on our 10th episode of Have Dice Will Save. I cannot believe we are already 10 episodes in.
Woohoo.
We made it.
We did it.
10 down, like 300 to go. It's going to be great.
Thanks
Yeah.
for joining us on our Halloween episode.
Yes,
with
our
our
Halloween episode, no less.
fancy costumes.
Except for mine. I'm not fancy.
Very fancy.
Super fancy.
So fancy.
Yeah. So, for anybody who wasn't here earlier, for us to spam it at them, we have an emote now.
We have emotes.
Woo!
It's super cool.
Pew, pew, pew.
Did you
Pew, pew,
There's our
pew.
emote. So if you would like to have the emote, you can press the little subscribe button up top, and you too will have the emote. See, Final Nine knows what's up. She just got the emote.
Figure out how to put the emoji.
John got the emote earlier. It's a sexy emote. That's all I'm saying. Anyway,
Uh-huh.
Pretty great.
It's great.
so
I have the emote.
yes, we all have the emote. Of course, it's kind of like paying ourselves. So yes, we all have the
But
emote.
you know what? I also have Amazon Prime
John,
for
there
other
should be a
reasons.
little smiley face button
Yeah,
or
press the
something
little
for
smiley
the
face button.
emotes, and it'll be in our emote.
Mm-hmm.
Down in the chat box, press the smiley face button. It'll show up. It's the one that looks like a little magic missile.
Spam it.
So,
He got it.
other things. If we have all of our social media. God, this is gonna be a thing now. We have all the links to all of our social media platforms down in the description below. If you want to kind of keep track of our day-to-day stuff, follow that down there. We do occasionally do sort of in-between game streams, and those social media platforms are how we get out the information on that. Other than that, if you happen to have friends who are into this sort of tabletop role-playing games stuff, let them know what we're doing. I think it's super fun.
Tell them
I
to
hope you
watch
guys
us.
think it's super fun. And I hope that they would think that it's super fun. So,
Tell your friend.
Tell your friends.
That's getting irritating.
The
Yeah.
more people, the better. The more
Spread
people in
spread
the
the
chat.
word. Tell your friends. 10 episodes in, we're gonna have a recap episode.
yes, we're going to be
We're gonna be
making
working
a
on-
story so far.
so that
for-
people can get caught up.
Yeah, in case anybody doesn't feel like watching 10 episodes of us doing this
Shenanigans.
to catch up. Scree will, in fact, be your friend, as will Sparks.
Yes.
Yes.
Friends.
We might actually. We are
But
working
never
on
food.
the emotes for
Friends
tier
never food.
tier 2 and 3 subscribers. I feel like Sparks might be one of those emotes.
Yes.
Arcane Element.
A little baby.
Yes, Argon Element also subscribes.
Gentlemen, thank you for the
You're
song.
Thank
super
you.
cool.
Spam your emote.
Spam the emote.
You have earned the rite of passage.
So-
Damn it.
Friends. Names the
Yeah.
Magic Missile the Dragon.
Friends.
Yay.
Friends.
So,
Never food.
never food.
That's still my favorite Sparks line.
Yes.
Never.
Never.
So,
Friends.
hopefully, we will see you all back here next week at 4 p.m. Eastern for episode 11 as we head toward the next milestone.
I'm just waiting for the next dream sequences.
Yeah, that's
like
gonna.
3 sessions without a dream sequence.
Yeah,
guys.
funny how that
Oh,
works.
Oh.
Scary.
And
Nervous.
until then, keep your friends close and your dice closer. Thanks for joining us.
Good day.
Bye.
Spooky.